Hello, you gotta tell me something.
But it's more fun
I
this
went like
way.
this!
I know
my
you gotta
God.
tell.
Oh
Wait,
my
you got
God.
a thumbs up.
I'm responsible.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Dice and Dudes. We have a new person tonight who's giving me my cues.
Oh.
So expect some levity. Thank you all very, very much for joining us. We appreciate y'all coming down and you all having a good time with us. We are a group of friends who've been playing Dungeons and Dragons together for going on
Too long.
Ooh. I mean, just us now. It's 4 years now. Over 4 years now. Just this group of people with the last campaign and this campaign. So yeah, 100 years of D&D experience sitting around this table when we have the entire group together. I think we still may have 100 years of experience right now. But thank you all very, very much for joining us. We are brought to you by a few different sponsors. Our forever sponsor, our partner, David Styles and Terrain, a small local business that I own, painting miniatures, creating Dungeons and Dragons, terrain, tiles, all sorts of things for D&D, board games, 40K, Infinity, all that good stuff. If you want to model paint it and you want to paint it at least semi-competently, then you let me know. We're also brought to you by our friends over at Game Vault, who just celebrated their 3rd year anniversary, which was fantastic. Sonia, can you tell us a little more about Game Vault, please?
Of course. So we just had the 3rd year anniversary celebration this past weekend on Saturday and Sunday. It was awesome. We had the sushi on wheels, we had the photo booth, we had the escape room, and it was just great. It was a lot of gameplay. I forget who won the hoodie, though.
There was 5 people who won the hoodie.
5 people won a hoodie. It was awesome. Well, it was great. Yeah. So, but this upcoming weekend, we do have the November Pokemon League happening on Saturday. So please stop by, sign up, all that stuff. And of course, if it is your first time playing at the store, it's free. So, always great.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I had a blast. I was there for 2 days at the 3rd year anniversary. Great sushi, great time. We got to play the game Tapestry a lot. We got that thing on the table like 6 times for 6 different groups. We got to play a few games aside. We had a blast. If you guys got to go down and hang out with us, thank you very much for coming on down. We had a great time. I'll be back there probably this Sunday for a little more board game goodness, so definitely get with me then. We are also brought to you by our good friends, longtime friends who got us into the streaming thing. Our friends over at Military Gamer Supply. Vince, can you tell us what's happening over at Military Gamer Supply?
What's up, guys? The Military Gamer Supply Commander League is still going on. You have more than enough time to get into that. Bring down whatever commander deck you feel like playing. There's a bunch of people. Any skill level is welcome. They're starting off the Infinity League, which David is trying to get into.
Yes, I am.
Also, another Age of Sigmar League is kicking off, and they're going to have a Flames Award tournament on December 7th. It's a Toys for Tots tournament, so come on down. There will be prize support, and entry fees go to Toys for Tots donations.
Very nice. Very nice.
One more thing.
Yes.
There is on Sundays starting at 2 p.m. If you have the new Pokemon Sword and Shield, they're going to start doing raid days for.
Very cool.
So yeah, and that just aside from doing raids, it's also just if you want to come play your Switch, play some Pokemon off the new game, talk with other people, trade and stuff. Then that's the thing on Sundays at 2.
Cool. I'll be doing that as well. I charge $10 a trade, just so you know. I think that's going to do it for announcements tonight. We will be short 1 Dakin and 1 Calith. He may be able to make it at the halfway point of tonight's game session, but, it's been a rough week for quite a few of us here at Dice and Dudes, but we're here. We're going to try to forget about what's happening around us and just enjoy what's happening here tonight at the table. So I will try my hardest not to murder every single one of them tonight. So we'll see how that goes. But I think that's going to go ahead and lead us into tonight's episode. Episode number 18. 18! Our stream can now legally smoke and vote. And now, when I think about it at night, it's not so creepy.
That is nice.
Nope, still creepy.
Still creepy.
Episode number 18 of Dice and Dudes coming right at you. We'll be right back. and welcome back.
From outer space.
A tradition that I have been doing at the beginning of each session. I've been told that it would be good for me to do on camera. So, this will be tonight's shuffle. One more for
Hopefully-
the luck.
Lots of crit
And
draws
then-
for us.
Let's pass this down
here's
to
hope.
cheer. Today's cheers cup.
Ooh!
So, last time in the Guns of Erroll, the group had made their way finally to Vigor Ridge. After having an altercation with Kylan and a few of his friends, they had followed the group that had apparently kidnapped a couple of daydreamers that Sister Vumati had been attempting to nurse back to health. Once they made it within Vigor Ridge, they met Mary Lee, a very strange madame who introduced them to the black market within Vigor Ridge, as it were. After discovering that the people they had been following had indeed dropped off a delivery within the black market and then made their way to Hamanu. Through some very good luck of card pulls and some good roleplay, Calith had managed to get in a bit deeper with Marilee and find out that she had an axe to grind against whoever it is that had hired these people to house the daydreamers within her black market, and may have coinciding purpose with the group should they wish to abscond with the daydreamers. During this time, the group had discovered that Vigor Ridge had been receiving regular shipments of water from Brownwater, unbeknownst to them, or none of them had heard of this to this point. Had decided, since they were receiving a shipment of water that day, they would inspect the shipment if given the opportunity, while Gunnar, the apparently freshly named Ulrich, who is now Darius, is awoken from his week-long coma and is now calling himself Ulrich and seems to have a completely different personality, as well as Calith, have all left Vigor Ridge and are making their way to the northwest towards Hamanu, while the rest of the group searches for the water delivery. And that is where we're going to go ahead and start tonight's game session. So, what are you all doing now? We have Dakin, who sadly cannot be here, Fionn, and Cheer.
That Deacon went with
I thought only two people remained back with the.
No,
Yeah.
Dakin decided to stay with you all.
Well,
I thought he went with them.
it doesn't matter.
No.
Irrelevant.
Okay, so Deacon is with.
Very irrelevant now.
Dakin?
But it was an equal split down the party at that point. And that is
Well,
what
we
I
have
said
a roll
before.
trail.
So, Fionn and Cheer, what are you all doing?
We are going to go to the thing where the delivery and distribution of the water is happening.
Okay. At this point, it is just before midday.
So we're walking.
Kyle.
That's for Kyle.
Cow.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
It's saying it's not. It's
No, I see.
streaming, just not recording.
Oh.
We're having a little issue.
Yeah.
Tiny.
It's Kyle's fault
issue.
again.
Well, okay.
No.
So we'll vamp here for just a second.
It's on you.
We'll vamp here for just a second.
Vamp?
It's the vamping. You know, when you vamp, you're just trying to buy time.
No.
Okay, it is again.
I think it's
So
procrastinating.
you understand what the origin of vamping is. So let me go and explain it. So back in the 1700s, I have no idea. I'm probably
Bad.
getting just false information.
It's do-
David, before you get into that, you should realize that the history channels on YouTube have been getting cut, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay.
And
so,
that's how you vamp, bitches.
Wow.
So Fionn and Cheer, with Dakin at your side, you all go and attempt to find this water delivery. You all know the water is delivered pretty much dead center of Vigor Ridge, and they basically hand it out until it is empty, from the rumors that you all have heard. I would like you both to go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please.
Yes.
Now, are you guys on your Yolcat back as you go around Vigor Ridge, or are you leaving your Yolcat safely tied up outside the black market?
I think they're tied
Or I
up
should
with
say
them. They're with
tomorrow.
them. Because I was technically riding with Gunnar.
Well, so yours is there, and Caliph is taking it, so it basically comes down to yours and Dakin's.
I'll walk it next to me.
Okay. Dakin will follow suit. So, what was your investigation?
An 18.
That's a 22 for cheer.
22. Okay, so you both search for about 15 minutes when you start to hear filtering through the crowd of this place, as this is just a throng of people. There is no method to this madness. People have just basically been plotting whatever tents or wagons that they currently own and leaving them there. Getting through this place is you simply walking through crowded thoroughfares that are shifting and changing as people move about. But from the east, you all hear a dull roar of applause and yelps and shouts. When you were quite short, but Dakin can confirm to you all that he does indeed see that there are 2 wagons that are currently making their way into Vigor Ridge. These wagons, you can see there are from you can hop on your Yolcat back and look. There are 2 deputies who are currently leading this water in, as well as what looks to be a few other hired guns that are protecting the water, at least long enough to get it into Vigor Ridge. There are a few people who get too close. As they do, they are, hit with a butt stroke, pushed away, kicked away, until the wagon gets to where it needs to be. And that's basically where the driver decides that he doesn't want to risk trampling people anymore. So about 15 minutes of you all making your way through the throng of people and the wagons making their way deeper into the city, into this village itself, you all can see, indeed, there are, on each of these wagons, 6 huge barrels, and they begin pulling up tops. People start handing them buckets. They begin dipping the buckets in the water. They're doing their best to try not to waste too much of it, but they don't seem to care. For the most part, spilling water thereabouts, and you can see people grumbling about the waste, but they gladly accept it. No way this is going to be enough water for everybody within Vigor Ridge. If anything, this is literal drops of water to a dying man, if a man was Vigor Ridge. But people are gladly lining up and getting their ration of water. What do you 2 do?
Cheer one sample.
You said they're spilling plenty, so.
So,
probably sneak
you
some away.
approach, you pull some away that they're spilling about.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to put it into?
Well, I figure she's got something ready.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if not, I suppose I can hold it for a little while.
Nah,
till
I got
she
that.
does.
I've got vials. I'll put it on
So you can get how many vials do you take? You probably have at this point 2 or 3 empty vials left.
I'll do 2.
2. So I would like you both to go ahead and roll me a perception check once this happens.
Yep. Well, that's cocked. Unfortunately, I was aiming for a 16. That's alright.
We're doomed in combat, I'm
That's
telling you
just a
now.
I'm not rolling good. I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
just
about.
saying. Oh, that's a 20.
20.
It's a 20.
20.
Yeah.
Total of 20.
Cal and I are doomed to combat.
Now, under cursory inspection, you're not sure if it's something that was transferred that was already in the barrels. It looks as if these barrels are relatively old and have probably just been taken from here back to Brownwater, refilled, and brought back.
So not cleaned or anything.
This water is definitely not the water that you're used to seeing within Brownwater. It is definitely has a murky quality to it.
Does it smell like the hand?
No. It smells like water, but it definitely does not seem to be as clear, and it's definitely not cold That water seemed to retain the cold nature of its essence for a long period of time. Maybe just because it's about, especially with how slow these wagons are, as it's 4 Aurochs that are pulling these wagons as how heavy they are.
Yeah.
It's a day's journey at least to get from Brownwater to Vigor Ridge on these creatures. I mean, maybe that's the issue, but it's hard to say. So now that you all have your sample, what are you gonna do?
Do you think we go back now? Go with Gunnar. Don't drink water.
Yeah.
One eye, I'd like you to roll me a perception check, please.
11.
11? You've been following the trail that the group left for quite some time. When you returned from nightly activities at about 3 in the morning, you found the group gone. The place had been ransacked. Sister Rumati injured, as well as Valine. Even Darius's body was gone, as well as the door to the room housing the 2 Daydreamers was smashed in. Obvious signs of foul play. Sister Rumati kind of groggily told you, either because of how tired she was or from the head injury she sustained, that the group had followed these people. And one of them was a giant gray minotaur. You, using your abilities, went and got yourself a Yolkep and followed. And that's what you've been doing since then. You've been probably about 3 hours behind them.
So am I a Yolkep thief?
No. When they gathered their Yolkep and left, when you made your way to the Vesher stables, his light was still on.
Okay.
And he was able to assist you in taking a Yolkep. And you have been following. I mean, by your total, you're a fairly good tracker, and by your reckoning, you're just a few hours behind them, and they're headed straight to Vigor Ridge. And it's these. You're also following these very odd tracks. It's hard to describe, but it's almost like something has dug into the ground to pull itself without drag marks behind it. It's very, very odd. I'd like you to go and roll me a history check, please.
3.
Okay. You don't recognize the tracks. You don't quite know what they're to, but their the Yolkeps, the fresher Yolkeps, are definitely following that as well. It seems to move very quickly. It's keeping up with Yolkeps at almost a dead run. So whatever this thing is, it is quick.
Okay.
And it's heavy.
Alright.
When you arrive in Vigor Ridge, you begin searching for the group.
I'm very concerned. Because when I was here last time, I upset some things.
Yes, you did. You're not accosted by anyone, as you kind of blend in the crowd fairly well. Though you're on Yolkep back, you can see quite a few people kind of salivating as they look at the animal that you're riding on. Good bit of meat from a Yolkep to these starving to these fairly hungry people.
I
Luckily,
just look at them with my one eye and let them know they'll be speaking with me dagger if they want to eat me mount.
you're definitely not none of you are definitely people that have the look that a regular person would want to mess with. Thankfully, Dakin is very tall, standing over most tents and people within this tent city. And after a couple hours of looking, you happen to see gathered around these water barrels that you've heard tale of that's coming in today.
Can I eavesdrop on my hour-long vigil to
Sure.
get to Dakin?
Go ahead and roll me your perception check. Actually, you're going to make an investigation.
10.
10? You hear a few different rumors that are going around. A lot of sick people in Vigor Ridge. A lot of sick people in Vigor Ridge. There is a water shipment that's coming in today. Thank God for that. That if it wasn't for Stevenson sending water out, that people would be dying even more. I mean, more people would be sick. Thank the gods for him. That's most of what you hear. They only get water maybe once every 2 or 3 days, so this is pretty much on everybody's lips right now. If you approach the black market, you can see it's basically just wagons that have had the wheels removed that have been set on the ground that's making like a perimeter. And there are quite a few hired guns that are watching this place.
Is Dakin inside the black market?
No. The tracks that you follow get kind of hard to follow into the city, which is why you just kind of sort of meandering around looking for either Gunnar or Dakin as the big man. But
Dakin's shorter.
You get the feeling they may have meandered that direction, but when you find him, he's almost dead center of Vigor Ridge.
Okay.
And you recognize the dwarf deputy who has his scattergun once again always on his shoulder as he's just kind of watching anybody gets too rowdy, he gives them a word, they get rowdy again, and he gives them either a boot, a butt stroke, and if things got really bad, he would just start unloading on people.
I ride past and I endure when I say, greetings.
Oh, what's you doing out here? Bad place.
Well, I have to help me friends because they're probably here.
At this point, you've seen Dakin. This is like, when you catch Dakin is when you see the dwarf.
I'm here for security reasons.
As am I.
Well, may it go smoothly for you.
Oh, yeah. Remember, you need help. Keep the name Ezragan in your mind.
Aye.
I'll let Wolverth know I saw you. I'll let him know. Keep him apprised of what's happening.
All right. I guess if I get into trouble,
Yeah,
Good Lord.
hey! And you see him as somebody's trying to climb up on the wagon. He just cracks him right in the skull, then goes back and, all right, I told you little cowards! Get away from the water, I'll shoot the lot of you!
I see you got this in hand. You have a good day.
He goes, you have a good one too. And at this point, you all will see one eye on Yulket back. Dakin will, hey, one eye, as Dakin is wont to do.
I ride past Dakin and I'm like, well, what should I call you today? Dakin? Darius?
No, remember, Dakin is...
Oh, Draven. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, hi there, big fella. I followed you here.
Oh, I'm glad you did that. What? Where were you? Why weren't you in the church?
Oh, I was hunting, trying to make some honest money.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you missed that. It was... You can still see he has dry blood on his head, where he took you can see he took a beating, quite a bad one.
Well, have you touched yourself and fixed all that?
I limits to what magic can do. It's just a bit of soreness still, but I'm okay. I'm more worried about Vermati and the boys that these guys took.
Well, you found him yet?
Oh, well, not entirely sure. We think they brought him here, but no sign of him anywhere.
Well, if someone's willing to watch me beast of burden, I'll go ply me trade and do some hunting.
I don't know how that would help.
Well, it was a symbolism for find the people that we need to.
Well, that's what we're doing now. I mean, Gunnar and the others have gone up to the northeast. We're headed to Hamanu, as far as I know.
Okay, well then I'll just be basic security then.
Well, sounds good. Alright, you guys ready?
Oh.
Circus.
I
Company.
want to see if I can replenish my supply of smiley wheat.
Dakin just kind of like jams his thumb towards the direction of the black market.
I hop down, give
Really?
him the range.
Cheers, see how it is, Bacon. Dwarf gets to go to black market. Cheer doesn't get to go. Come, Fanny.
We
Well,
were
hey.
just over there.
I'll come watch you if you want to walk with me.
We were
Come, Fanny.
We were like just there.
Go to Gunnar.
We were there like 2 hours ago.
Never mind, Bacon.
Well, I guess she's being a woman today.
Dwarf.
I don't know anything about that. And he grabs the reins, and he'll walk with you, head that way.
Oh, if
As-
you're walking with me, I'll handle my own now.
As you approach, so you saw it from afar. When you start to get close, you can see that, but there's about 20 yards in between any tents laid out in between this place and this market. Most of the people that seem to populate the tents around it are probably the hired guns. This is probably where they sleep. So this is a fairly well protected place. As you get close, you'll see a brunette-haired woman stick her head out from back of a wagon, see you, and cast a smile on her very kind of gnarled and decayed teeth. She steps down wearing a very foppish dress, one of the humps in the back, black corset on it, very violet colored dress. As she comes out and, oh, how you doing? What can I do for you?
Well, how does this work? Do I have to petition someone to look at the wares of this market?
Well, you need to know the rules. This is my establishment. If you draw a weapon, they'll kill you. No questions asked. You pull a weapon on anyone in there, you're gonna have 2 or 3 people gunning you down. So keep your weapons to yourself. I don't care who you talk to in there, but be respectful to my merchants. Other than that, well, conduct yourself accordingly.
Well, can we point me to the nearest purveyor of Smiley League?
Oh, that'd be Guillermo. Right over there. Go ask him. I think he's got quite a few different things. We don't allow Genyu in here, though. So
Well,
don't be
that's
trying to find
that's
that.
shite.
Well, exactly. One thing I don't like. Other things, fine. But Genyu, we don't deal with that here in Bigger Ridge.
All right, well, I'll see Mr. Guillermo. Have a nice day.
She tips her hat. And it's a very small little hat that sits on the side of her head with a huge feather coming out of it. She turns and looks at the 3 of you again and back for another round. After trouble you made earlier.
No.
That's probably for the best. But thank you, though. You can go in. For sake of brevity, he has some stock. How much do you wish to purchase?
Maybe 5 rolls worth.
Okay, so I could dime bag.
Damn.
He'll ask for 10 notes.
A lot of demand here for this stuff.
Oh, people want to forget their lives.
Supplies.
Hard to get through.
Oh, so I guess this isn't harvested locally.
Oh no,
So you don't know any growers.
I don't actually. If I did, well, then I'd be making me a lot more money.
All right.
I'm
Well,
bringing up and down from Uruk.
how about I give you a reduced price for just 1 roll?
So just 1 cigarette's worth of Smiley.
Why, 10 notes is too high for me,
2
brother.
notes.
All right, here's your 2 notes.
And he sits there and he rolls one for you. Makes it a little plump. Hands it over.
I slip it in my pocket.
Have yourself a nice day.
All right, Mr. Guillermo.
When you find some more coin, come on.
Oh, coin's not the issue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he does ask for coin, not notes. Sorry.
All right. Coin's not the issue. That's the price point I have problems with.
Yeah.
And that's the market's problem, not yours.
Exactly.
So, you have a wonderful day, and I hope you sell everything you're selling.
Well, thank you. As you guys make your way out, you all collect back together. What is your course of action? Cheer? Yeah? What?
The water was the only thing.
So we meet Gunnar now. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fanny, would you be there? Pick up chair to put on your cap.
I'll help you.
I'll help her out by climbing on her a bit.
So between the two, you can get it there pretty
Yeah.
easily.
You will notice, the minute you try to like reach for it, no.
Wait,
Just
something
like
vexes
jump up
me.
there.
Yeah, they can. After that, they can just kind of watch that happen and goes, "I could help."
Ah,
You're
she's-
mad at bacon.
Wait, she does this when she's mad at you.
It's Dakin.
Bacon.
Uh,
Cheer said bacon.
let's just go.
Fine.
I'm not entirely sure where they exited Hamanu, so you may, or where they exited to go to Hamanu. So we may need to find their tracks.
All right, I'm
Cheer
on it.
to Gunnar. Sit down area to
So
best.
Ulrich, Callus, and Gunnar, you all have made your way out of the Vigor Ridge and are making your way towards Hamanu.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you guys going at a quickened pace? You guys going at a normal pace?
Pushing
you guys
the orcs as fast as it'll go.
Okay. And you guys are at this point are no longer following the tracks. You guys are making a straight beeline to Hamanu, correct?
We lost the
Okay.
tracks in.
Yes.
Vigor
So you
Ridge.
guys are just making a beeline to Hamanu.
Unless I'd see the big claw things on the way out.
Okay. When are you actually? So you're pushing as hard as they can go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like you guys to go and roll me a hand animal check for each of you, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends. I don't remember if I have handle animal.
That's a whole 6, dude.
I think you do.
Probably not, but
I
you probably
do.
I was like, I thought
Really?
you did. It was like one of those things like, why do you have this?
Because it comes with my
Oh yeah, it
background.
does. Never mind.
13.
13, a 6.
Yeah, cowboy.
Callus actually rolled pretty well. You rolled a natural 17. So once it starts to get nightfall, once the sun starts to go down, you can feel the Yolcaps are starting to give fight. They've been traveling all day. Once the sun is fully down, they just, nope, they ain't moving anymore. They just, nope. But you all can find yourself a fairly decent place to camp for the night. Once you guys get off their backs, they immediately start foraging for whatever they can find to eat. Not a whole lot of grazing can be done when you guys were in Vigor Ridge, so these guys are hungry. You see them start just ripping open barrel cactuses and feasting on the innards of it, which you can see like the quills just sticking out of their face, and they're just like, not even seeming to care as they're just tearing them apart. You guys go start setting up a camp?
Yeah.
Callus will do that. I guess I can play my harmonica while you all get some food ready. And he will play his song of rest if you all wish to spend any hit dice or anything.
Gunnar,
Okay.
Mhm.
The three of you and I will roll for Dakin.
That is nice when he plays that fart harp.
Starting with One Eye, to see how long it's going to take you to find, you know the general direction of where they're going. So I'd like you to go ahead and roll a survival check to see how long it takes you to find their tracks leading out of town.
Yellow.
So you have assistance.
Okay, so you want me to do the advantage, or you want to do the advantage?
Who's the better tracker?
Oh,
Stats wise or
One
in
Eye's the
your
better
minds?
tracker, right?
yeah.
One Eye's the better tracker. One Eye on roll.
Natural 20.
Okay.
One Eye is the
It
better
is
tracker.
Why
3
can't we get
minutes
cards on
after
that?
you all collect up and make your way to the edge of town, you're just walking around and you see, there they are. I mean, it's almost instant. And as you all begin to ride, you can tell how it seems as if they started as a trot and then broke into almost a full run. They have to slow down regularly because they can't just keep pushing them the whole way. But they were definitely going as fast as they could. So the 3 of you, I would like to roll handle animal checks, please. Remember, you are bond with yours, you have advantage.
Oh, I don't have to.
You do not.
I was gonna say I'm
Yeah.
currently
handle
passenger.
animal.
24.
You have to roll handle animal for Fiona.
Wow, check out. Wow.
No.
Handle that cat.
Cheer. Pure. Remember.
12.
12?
24.
That too.
Okay. You guys can see before you. This, once you get outside of Brownwater, this is a very dusty desert. And you guys can see they're about an hour and a half ahead of you. You can just, in the distance, see that bit of trail smoke coming up as they're riding. So while you all are able to ride into the night, you all set up a fire, correct?
Yeah.
You all are literally having to lead your Yolcaps on foot by the time you reach the fire that they make.
All right.
And when you all can easily hear
I make the
Yolcaps.
sound that Gunnar is familiar with because we served in the military.
Thunder! Flash! Okay.
Eh?
That's like a pigeon. So you all can finally collect up together. Yeah, at this point, you all are very, very tired. You all have ridden through the previous night. At this point, you all have a point of exhaustion.
Done. Already resting.
Okay. So you're already asleep, or you're just kicking back right now.
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Anything happening during this?
Go ahead and sleep. Snowflake. Still got white hair. Snowflake.
I have a name, you know.
That's nice.
I told you my name.
Draven.
Are they there yet? Are they at the camping?
By the time you guys get there and he tells you to go to sleep, I mean, they reach your guys' camp a couple of hours after nightfall. So if he's taking first watch, you can decide, are you awake or asleep at this point?
Probably sleeping.
Okay. So when you arrive, you see Darius sleeping on the ground.
Does he look like Darius?
Yeah, I mean he's wearing
What does he look
Darius's
like?
coat.
Draven.
No, he's got white hair. He's wearing Darius's coat. His hands are beneath his head. He's sleeping near the fire.
All right, well, I'll volunteer for second watch.
Okay.
Nice of you to show up. Old friends coming out of the damn woodwork.
Old friends. You don't mean those Wildeven?
No, I don't mean. Why the hell would I call a Wildeven a friend?
Well, I thought you were.
They're worse than damn
I'm just trying to figure
silly
out what you're
bastards.
saying.
I mean, you're trying to figure. They didn't tell you.
Who's the old friend?
Kylan's back. Some bitch.
Chip, go to bed now.
All right, have sweet dreams, little feisty one.
Nice, Darth being nice. Makes you nervous.
Because he likes you. You're his friend.
I'm trying to work with you, little one. If you don't figure it out, then
I hear the
I'll
dwarf
explain
bonding
it to
ritual
you.
special.
Chip, Pure.
Ask him about it.
Chip, see?
well, I think
Fanny, remember. Fanny, let's go to bed.
I think she's sorted
Fanny!
in other ways.
You're going to bed with Fanny, you ain't going to be pure very long. She got wilderness morals.
Going to sleep now.
Fanny.
You guys go
Gunnar mean.
hop squat near Callus, who's at this point
Yes.
slightly snoring away.
Yeah, I'll take off my little,
He's got his typical ritual done. He's got his nice coat off. He's put like a cheap shirt on over his nicer clothes and has a blanket laid out so he doesn't get too awful dirty during the night.
Go kick Ulrich's boot. Snowflake, wake up!
Comes up swinging.
That's why he kicked your boot.
I'm standing back so that way I'm not going to catch this and wait. Hey,
Guess he's
don't
fucking
be an
blind.
asshole. The dwarf with one eye's okay, don't punch him.
Oh, he knows me.
No, this is new Snowflake.
Wait,
I don't-
Darius.
I don't know any of you really.
Snowflake, one eye, Snowflake. He stabs things. I don't know what the hell you do. I'm going to bed.
So you're not Darius.
I've never been this person named
Well,
Darius.
Do you know a Darius or a Draven?
I've never been or known either of these people.
Well, do you remember where you got the coat?
From the Darius guy's room, because I was half naked.
So, you don't remember me.
I know none of you. I just know that he's cranky,
When?
she's easily agitated, and she's a very naughty child.
Oh my god.
The purple one's a bad father, stepfather to the child. This one likes to run around the nude, which is disgraceful in many cultures. And then the holy man is nice, but he's still a holy man. And now apparently I'm meeting you.
When? I've got one question for you. Can you work with people you don't know?
I mean, I'm working with everybody as of now to go beat the shit out of the people that hurt the old lady that was taking care of me.
Alright, that's good enough for me.
I mean, I don't know what you want from me, but
Are you a little squeamish when it comes to blood?
Ugh. I can't shut up. You're trying to sleep.
he just like looks at his knuckles and the heavy scarring and like, you know, just like, not really.
Well, I think we'll get along fine then.
It's another personality in head.
Well, you
Chip,
are
go to bed.
very okay. Go to bed.
Go to bed, small child. The big people are talking.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Gunnar. We're getting along so nice.
I like this game. This
Go
is
curl up
crazy.
between Fanny and
Now, if you sleep like
Cal-
a good little girl, I'll give you a sweet in the morning.
See, positive
Grab
reinforcement. Positive
Fanny's
reinforcement,
poncho.
Gunnar.
Cheers,
That is the
Jack,
way to
and
do
just
it,
like-
I believe.
Shut up, Snowflake.
So
Don't tell me to shut up.
So cheer. Hearing the if you go to sleep quickly you'll get a sweet, begrudgingly goes to sleep quickly.
oh, she doesn't like sweets.
Okay.
No.
So
I want them to shut up.
second watch is Ulrich, Gunnar, One Eye,
I
both.
took first
Yeah.
watch.
I
thought
only
you were
came
having
for
him do
second.
Okay.
He is.
Ulrich,
he's
now
fine,
that you are
whatever.
acquainted and awake, you're still very tired, even after your muscles are still sore. You still feel like you haven't completely stretched yourself out enough yet. You still feel like, you know, when you've been in bed too long, you've been laid up for a while before.
For a week.
Yeah. So I mean, it sucks, and today's been kind of draining. You woke up, you had energy, but you were tired. You know, your body itself was tired. Now you are just tired all over. It's gonna probably take a little bit to get used to this again. So are you going back to sleep, or are you gonna stay on watch with One Eye?
I'll probably do a watch and then, then go to sleep for the rest of the rest.
Okay. So
That should still give me a long rest, right? Just
Yes.
one. Okay.
so One Eye and Ulrich, I'd like you both to roll perception checks, please.
Alrighty.
I don't think I'm as retarded on these anymore.
Any of us?
Yeah, I'm better. I'm in the positives now, baby. That's a whole 9.
Wow.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Instead of a 6.
So, are you all doing anything in particular during your watch, or are you all just watching the sky?
Stretching my
Watching that?
fucked
Well-
body.
I'll be doing a perimeter check every once in a while, and I'll be trying to get this fella to tell me his name.
I'm just stretching my fucked up body and doing some light calisthenics, trying to work out the fucking kinks.
Has
So-
horrible image of him trying to do some weird, messed up version of
Just
yoga.
like-
I
Push-ups?
know, just like no.
Squats, those are light. Those are fucked up.
So very quietly, as I'm watching,
I roll for Kyle.
I say, so,
Hmm.
at some times you have me call you Draven. Other times you want me to call you Darius. What shall I call you now?
Well, aside from the fact that I think all of you are bad shit insane, not to be rude,
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you. I've got some problems in me head.
I think you'll have me mixed up with somebody else, but my name is Ulrich von Oltenhaar.
Oh, wow, that's a mouthful. How about I just call you Ulrich?
That works too.
And, well, they call me One Eye on account as I got one eye.
Is that your birth name, or is that just a nickname? I don't know dwarf culture, so I'm not trying to be offensive.
Oh, dwarf culture is not... Well, dwarf culture is very offensive, but, no, it's the name I go by, because I have trust issues.
Fair enough, people get shot a lot out here.
So,
And people get mixed up, apparently, and he just, like, looks around at the whole group.
do you have any tattoos?
Nope.
He still bears the same scars on his hands and stuff like that, but he carries himself differently. Darius was very lithe and very quiet. He seems much, still somehow broader while still being the exact physical size of Darius. He carries himself more like a straight up fighter, like a brawler, where Darius was very much more like staying on the outside. You know, he was very lithe. And you've noticed this whole time, he hasn't lit up a cigarette.
So, do you have a taste for tobacco?
I mean, not really. I mean, it fucks up your
Oh.
cardio, as far as I know. You can't get into a good bar fight and just get winded like those fat bastards that I normally beat up. I mean, you know.
Or do you like big swords that attach to the front of pistols?
That makes absolutely no goddamn sense. Why would I stick a sword in the end of a pistol when I've got two perfectly good hands? But it just sounds like an accident waiting to happen.
What about a length of chain with a bunch of nasty spikes all over it?
Listen here, when I was it, I don't know what you're into, but I'm going to leave you to your own kinks as respectfully as I can, but I'm not into that type of thing if you were approaching me.
Well, no, that's not it. I'm just trying to figure things out here. I've never...
As I said, I believe that you mixed me up with somebody else. I'm Ulrich von Oltenhaar.
All right, well, how about we make a deal? I will watch your back and protect you if you do the same.
Well, how about this? I don't really know you to really go into a deal with. However, as long as you're a half-decent person, if I see a fucked up person try to beat you up, then I'll beat them up.
Well, I don't think you can call a man like me decent.
Well, then don't fuck up in front of me.
All right, mental note.
I don't really approve of, bad people, so to speak.
Well, I'm not bad, but what I do sometimes can be construed as bad.
I mean, fighting, that's another thing. Killing, that's another thing. However, if it's not justified and you're just like a serial killer or like those child touchers or whatever, you know, then you're probably going to catch hands, as they say in the taverns.
You say as the
Wow,
child is molesting the tail of the...
your head goes to places that mine doesn't.
Biting him.
Well, this is a messed up world, and there's a lot of messed up people in it.
All right, well, let me know if you see anything tonight so I can, guard the camp.
Alright, I mean, I was already doing that anyways, but okay.
All right, well, I don't have any more questions. It's going to take me a while to think about what you're saying.
Well, you have as long as you want. I'm going to finish trying to unfuck my body after laying in a bed for apparently a week.
Well, do you remember where you came from?
My mom?
Well, no. How you got here?
I woke up in the bed and apparently brown water.
Oh, so that's a no. Okay. All right. Well, see you in the morning.
Yeah, have a good one. And then he goes back to doing his stretches, just kind of thinking, just kind of like muttering to himself, like, God damn these people, you know, just like.
So who all are you waking up for the next watch?
I don't know who volunteered, so I leave that up to.
Ulrich will go over and wake up
Did I get enough sleep?
either Cal or Fian, but not Cheer because he believes children need a full night's rest.
So you said Cal first. Cal will wake up. He will kind of take his watch.
As he leaves, the tail just kind
Pulls it away from him.
of rolls.
Then Cal will wake up Fian.
Roll back to Cal.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
That's all an 8.
Tonight's a fairly cloudy night. And you're kind of distressed that you can only catch the eye of Leowell maybe twice this entire night. One of those times happens to be while you're sitting down in your ship, kind of surveying the clouds, watching their shapes kind of roll over each other as they move about. Maybe a storm's coming in, but it doesn't appear to be that same bank of storms that keeps moving up from the south. This seems to be coming in from the west. So clouds don't look like they're going to be. They won't survive long when the light of the sun hits them.
Yeah.
But you cast your gaze up when you see the slowly opening left eye of Leowell. You can perform your ritual. Normally, when you do this, it always gives you a sense of ease each time you do your ritual at night. It centers you. It helps you focus on the natural energies that you manipulate in order to cast your spells. But something is decidedly off. You just have this faint sense of foreboding you can't quite shake.
I like roll water back and forth. Wait for the tick tock, tick.
And who do you wake up for the last watch?
Cheer.
Sure. You're woken up, now feeling a bit more refreshed.
As I wake you up. Yes, family. Anything interesting?
Back to sleep.
Okay. Walk around the camp.
Roll
Quietly.
a perception check for the night, please.
Okay.
We're screwed.
Right? Keep telling us. That is a 19. No, 14. Sorry.
14.
Still.
It's fairly quiet. You guys, you can just barely make out the lights on the horizon from Vigor Ridge and the fires burning within that. I mean, just barely. Looking towards where Hamanu is, you know it sits among the hills, high up, sitting on a plateau. But even from the distance where you're at now, you can't quite see it from where you're at. You can't quite make out the lights. Almost, it's like you're in between everything. And the sounds of the wildlife around you were oddly disquieting, being out here like this. But as the first rays of sunlight begin to caress the horizon, as it crests over, finally bringing light to the roll again, that feeling kind of fades a bit. But as your companions begin to stir and wake up for their mornings, there's just that little bit of that nagging feeling.
It feels off.
Just something doesn't feel right. There's some kind of imbalance somewhere, but you can't quite put your finger on it. So, the morning is yours. What are you all going to do?
Sell it, the Aurochs, and start riding.
Gunnar, need to eat.
Eat later.
At least eat the berry from Fanny.
You can ride and eat.
Oof.
So you cast a spell. There are now 8 good berries within her hand and 7 of you. 10?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
Lots of good berries.
I'll take two. No.
It's good berry time.
So you all can eat up, collect up, and begin making your way towards Hamanu yet again. So,
And I'm riding with Gunnar again.
Well, I have a concern.
And enjoying the little cow.
okay.
I don't think we'll be able to approach this city without being seen.
Good.
They're very well liked there at the inn of Welcome Bench.
Okay, well,
That's what lady said.
so
Welcome, bench.
Welcome
the
Bench
people
is what Cal
we're
said.
looking for will probably know that we're coming.
Yeah.
I would like those who who want to roll a history check to see what you can recall about what has been said about Hamanu.
Oh, yes. You rolled well, too.
Yeah, it's
I'm telling
not a
you.
stat I got. Oops.
Oh! I'm okay now. Okay. It's horrible, but
There we go. That evens that out.
it evens it out.
18 plus 0 is 18.
8. Sorry, 6.
Is it?
6, 6, 6.
18.
18.
Oh, shit.
So, Fionn, you tend to be relatively quiet, not speaking your mind yet. You tend to listen as other people are talking. And when the subject of Hamanu has been brought up, you've heard similar information, Gunnar. Hamanu is an old city. It's one of the oldest cities within Tethys. It's can't really qualify it as a city. It's more like a large town, and it was built during a time that the families were in open war with each other. It has been built upon the crest of Iser Hill, at the top of a plateau, with very strong walls surrounding it, and only one way into the city. It made for a nigh impenetrable place from those who wish to siege it. Since then, the families that have surreptitiously had control over it have had their control usurped by another family, then usurped by another and another over the generations since. Not a whole lot of information now these days makes its way from Hamanu to Brownwater, as apparently Hamanu has actively fought against the encroachment of a menace and its laws upon their hollow cobbled streets. As a matter of fact, you all know that the sheriff that was sent to Hamanu, as similarly as Wolver was sent to Brownwater, was murdered within 3 days of arriving. Though you all have not heard who's currently in control of Hamanu, you all have heard conflicting reports of that. Some believe it is a family known as the Red Spurs, but no one really knows yet. No one's really heard. The people who frequent within Hamanu these days tend to be outlaws, people who can ply a mercantile or a mercenary trade. Most people who make their way into Hamanu tend either not to leave as they prefer the lifestyle, or they are killed. It is about as dangerous as Brownwater, but I mean, there are no laws. It is a frontier town in every sense of the word, but it is built upon the bones of an old, much older civilization. So it looks almost like a old world city that you would find around the Wheel of Erroll. Not within these parts. That's what you guys know.
Well, maybe I should walk around with me dagger out.
Gunnar hasn't talked the whole time. He's pushing the Oryx as hard as it'll go.
Well, I'll ride up next to Gunnar and say, I have a feeling something's wrong.
No shit.
Do you want to talk about it?
About what?
What's wrong?
Do I want to talk about it?
Why?
I told you he's alive.
I know.
Last time I saw that some bitch, they threw his ass in a wagon right before they shot Olan.
Roll a perception check.
I'm sitting with him.
Oh, that is true. You are sitting in his lap. So you pass a perception check.
I'm right there.
That one, she's like picking her fucking ears.
I don't know, did you climb up onto the doors
there,
without
she's-
Gunnar's help?
You said you did.
No, the
Because I
first
said
time I...
upsies, and you said,
No.
You did that.
You said I'm riding with Gunnar, and I didn't say anything.
So I would say that you try to ride with Gunnar, but Gunnar very
Saddles up
quickly
and kicks
leaves,
the orcs.
and you are forced to ride with Calith.
Okay.
Who you see Calith is now in kind of a sour mood, is like, oh, I'm second best.
Yeah.
So go to roll a perception check.
That's a 6.
No, there's too much going on. I mean, you guys aren't at breakneck speed, but you guys are. The old cups are trotting basically at this point. They're not going to do 2 days in a row of them haul ass and like how they have been, but they're moving quick. They're at least at a quickened pace. So actually, you would have been at disadvantage. So, well, it won't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Well, so you got murder in your intent.
Don't know yet.
Well,
Seeing a man I thought was dead, killed by those who betrayed me, makes me think.
well, when the time comes, if you need killing done,
I'll do it.
and I'll help you.
Of course you will. You liked her too, damn it.
Aye, I did. But, let's see if we can squeeze them like a sponge for information. And then I'll make their deaths very slow and painful.
Oh no. No, their deaths belong to me.
Alright,
You
well
just
then,
keep whatever scumbags they got with them off me.
I can do that for you. But, me skills are at your disposal.
Yeah, I got your back too. Enough of this mushy shit. Let's get over to Hamanu.
Oh, I wasn't, intending to be mushy.
Yeah, sappy bastard.
Meanwhile,
Hey, you know-
Ulrich in the back screams, "Holy shit, he got him to talk!"
Alright, well...
Yeah, I mean, you can see it looks like they're having a conversation. You can't hear what's going on, but you can see.
It's
looks like
enough
he's
for
talking.
me to exclaim,
Yeah.
because he's been grouchy this whole time.
Well, just know that at least one of us has, got your back.
I figure Snowflake got my back just because apparently new Snowflake's got a hard on for doing the right thing. Dumbass.
I know. I do. I had a talk with him last night.
And cheers like a poodle that won't leave me alone now. I guess she'll bark a little bit if somebody tries to stab me.
Well, what's your secret? She doesn't like me still.
I'm not short.
I don't think that's the reason.
Pretty good reasoning, though.
I don't think that's the reason at all.
Bacon, tall. Thean, furry and tall.
It's the furry.
Caliph, stupid and tall. One eye short.
Well,
There's some scientific evidence proving what's going on here.
Wait, I think the term you're looking for is
Hypothesis.
anecdotal.
No, it's scientific.
All right, well,
Now get to observating so nobody stabs me while I'm riding through here.
oh, yes. For knowing you how long I have, there's definitely something wrong.
There's nothing wrong. I'm gonna find Kylan. I'm gonna talk to him. If he don't have the answers I want, I'm gonna shoot him.
Well, it's fine by me, but, all right, I'll scout ahead. You, keep your eye out.
Oh, good news. Those assholes from Alara Hell, they're up here too, so we can shoot them too while we're at it.
I'll let you shoot them. I'm better with my daggers.
Alright. Shoot them, stab them. create water and pee on them. I don't care as long as they end up dead.
All right. Well, nice talking to you, as always.
Yep. Great conversation. Why does everybody want to talk?
You all continue riding until the sun begins to slowly sink towards the horizon again. The light lighting up in oranges and purples until it deepens into dark purples and blues. Night slowly comes with you all just simply riding. About halfway through the day, you all finally reach the trail, which is at this point little more than a well-used game trail that leads from Hamanu to Brownwater and makes the journey much easier as opposed to trying to go over shale-covered hilltops. You all can follow that trail and speed up your travel a bit by... Go ahead and roll me a survival check, please.
Does he still have advantage because of Fionn?
Can Fionn read a map?
That's just a...
Or Cal can.
It's
we know
pretty
that.
pictures. The words are irrelevant.
This picture looks like this thing.
So that would be
Also, I've been reading maps, so...
22.
No.
22. You'll probably reach Hamanu about an hour before nightfall tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I recommend that we make a cold camp tonight.
Hot food is better to ride on.
Aye, but that's just me recommendation. What say all of you?
I had my say. I'm going to pull apart one of the 6 guns and start cleaning it.
I would like to get out of here faster because might as well get the fight over sooner than later.
Speaking of which, you any good in a fight?
You want to try?
We've already tried this with one of the former yous.
As I said, I think you're crazy. I don't think any of that. I don't understand anything that you're saying.
Why not do one camp, have food, all that. Tomorrow, worry about getting into city.
All right, well, I'll start the fire.
Fine. Let's get rabbits or something.
Change my mind. Fire waste time. Rations.
All right. I could go either way. So,
No. Bram is cheer sweets. Cheer don't like sweets. Cheer like
Peg her in
bacon.
the face with a ration. It's kind of sweet. Been in my ass pocket all day.
Why are you being dick?
Nature.
No.
Roll over.
Since we seen that guy who, came from the division, the bad mercenaries. The safe word, right? Yes. Yeah, that one. Since we seen that guy who hurt us and everything,
Didn't hurt me.
obviously emotional pain.
Emotion, what?
Your emotions, your brain bad.
My emotions?
Your brain.
I don't need to make emotion right now. I'll go over behind the cactus if I do.
Your brain is bad. Gunnar brain bad, and emotions rule your brain.
Does anybody speak, stupid child?
well, I can switch to Dwarven.
In Dwarven, he's ruled by his emotions, and he's going to get us all killed if he doesn't calm down.
Oh, she thinks that you're going to get us all killed because you're not in complete control of your actions.
Being rational and using logic would be a better course of
Oh,
action.
she's talking about how you utilize your logic and how you're not being rational right now.
I am being rational.
He's
Go
been off
find
his
him.
game since the man appeared.
She's just she's just observing that you've been off your game.
Exactly on what game I want to be on.
Okay, well, she's concerned. I think that's a step in the right direction. She's showing some care toward you.
What?
Cheer care.
Why?
Cheer like Gunnar. Gunnar,
That
like.
doesn't melt the heart.
Don't get mushy.
The child is opening up. This is great for the family.
Cheer not child.
You just see him looking around, smiling, just like, this is great. Y'all are making progress. This is fantastic.
And then Dwarven, he's a moron. He thinks I'm a child.
Yes, he's probably even more damaged in the head than I am, but
You know, it's rude to point, little lady.
this isn't Dwarven.
I know, but she still pointed at me.
Oh, she was like this.
Yeah, I did that.
Wait, so,
Gestures are universal.
you're gonna be able to work with, Ulrich.
I'm working with you, so therefore I'm pretty sure I can work with that.
Since we're
Rude.
speaking,
I'm walking away.
I follow you.
Oh,
He starts to berate Cal for raising such a naughty child.
I'm gonna pester her with questions about why she doesn't like me.
ignore everyone. Pink, pink, pink.
He's a pest. He's pestering her.
Gunnar, can you help cheer clear Gun?
Yeah, give me that little piece of shit.
Cheer proud of Gun. Cheer me,
With all respect, she's not
One
Cheer yourself.
Eye is asking you.
Yes,
a question.
and ignoring him the entire time.
I would like you to roll me a will save.
Oh,
please.
fuck.
I think of
Can
a
it
dark.
be
David.
against
Wisdom
magic?
saving throw. No.
I think of a dark gray baby Yoda that just walks around and
Oh,
looks up
fuck
at everything.
Hey, no spoilers here.
You've seen the
She saves the
memes.
shit out of that wisdom.
Ah, fuckers. That is a 22.
Yeah. He's annoying, but you've refrained from having a meltdown. And after a good long time, he finally gets to where he's like, I have to go to sleep. Are you guys keeping the same watch order of the previous night?
Sure.
I'll take.
And is anything else happening during before you all settle down and go to sleep?
I will take the same watch as Fionn.
Just trying to limber the fuck out because I was in a bed for a week.
So who's taking last watch then? There are 5 watches and 5 of you, so who's on which
Take
watch?
last watch with cheer.
Okay, then I'll take last watch. Gunnar.
Okay, so who's on first watch?
Or go take first watch.
Who is on first?
Ulrich is on first,
What's on
One Eye's
second?
on second, Calith is on third, and Fionn is swinging them home.
No, we. Oh yeah, and then us.
Then,
It was a joke.
No.
it was a foosball reference. Okay,
Whose
Ulrich.
ball is the
I would
devil?
like you, and yes, Fionn, as you watch the weather of the today, you did see that the clouds did almost evaporate away once the sun really was in the sky. So sadly, it doesn't appear as if there's going to be any rain in the near future in these parts.
You say sadly, but we're in a freezing desert, so.
True, and it is cold. You're starting to feel it because you didn't bring all of Darius' gear with you.
He's starting to feel it.
Something
Wait.
here.
Does
Well,
he
you're
still not
insulated.
have a shirt?
No, I have the jacket. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why
I
did
tried
you
to
grab a
look-
shirt?
Because I looked in the place for the stuff that I want to wear and nobody has it except for the big
So
fur
for
ball.
him, it was plate mail or nothing.
So good at
What's roll for
phrase.
your perception check?
Same thing as last time, David.
Okay.
What is a 9?
You're starting to feel a little more like yourself. Riding on Yolcat back isn't helping very much, but you're starting to limber up faster. It doesn't take it took you 2 hours to try to get any kind of looseness in your body. This about an hour in, you're starting to feel better. You're starting to feel, but you're still focused so in on that you're probably not being the best, watchdog. But your time passes and you are able to wake up One Eye. So One Eye, I would like you to go and roll a perception check, please.
No, he wakes him up with a stick though, because he heard about the stabbing thing. It's just like it's good to stay out of stabbing range. Just like
You're
just
like,
yeah.
So that would be an 18.
18. You can barely make out lights far in the distance to the west. That is probably where Hamanu is. I mean, you can. It's every once in a while you can just barely make out that soft glow. That's pretty much all that happens during your watch. So you're able to wake up Calith. Calith. Wow, natural 19. He's pretty good. This
He's
time.
been useful.
I know.
He's
Surprisingly.
he's feeling a bit better. Fionn. He wakes you up for your watch. I'd like you to roll me a perception check, please.
Let's see. And that is a 20.
20. It seems as if at night clouds are kind of forming, and there may be a bit of humidity and precipitation in the air, but not so much. But even after you do the ritual under the left eye of Leolol, you still have that nagging sense that there's still something just off.
Does it have a direction?
It does not. It's a very vague. I mean, you can barely feel it, but it's like that slight, like hair on the back of your neck, kind of raising a bit. But it's It's not outwardly alarming. It's just something feels like it's off kilter just a bit. Yeah, afterwards you're able to wake up Cheer and Gunnar for the final watch. I would like you both to roll a perception check, please.
You're more perceptive than me at the
17.
7.
Anything happening on your watch?
So,
Well, that's what you're gonna ask.
what is meant to you? The cackahead.
The cockahead.
Name?
You gotta learn to speak common short stack. This shit ain't.
Sorry again. Cheer. Say it many times. Common, not first or second language.
You've been speaking it for like 3 weeks. You should have at least picked up something. Okay, the cockahead.
What's the name?
Keelan.
Gilan. Like the caca.
Close enough.
Gilan. Got it.
He rode with us in the war.
Okay.
Me and one eye got hurt pretty quick.
Of course, dwarf.
No.
Nah.
Unlucky. Maybe unlucky because he's a dwarf, but shit, I don't know. Anyhow, these 3 bastards we ran out decided that they were going to steal something we stole fair and square from a menace before they could use it to do something bad.
Mm.
So we get back to camp with this nice fat shipment of Akiar.
Okay.
And
Roll me a Arcana check.
No, during that shit. Okay.
Cheer really knows that shit. Damn.
Cheer knows his shit. That is a 24.
You know that Achium is a catch-all term. People refer to all of it as Achium, but there's actually 3 distinct types. There's Achium, which is the most common that you find in things. You have Achiel, which you'll see in like the Iron Rail uses, and then you have Akiar. Akiar is the purest form of Achium. It's what they used to help create the Warforged. I mean, that stuff is rare and expensive.
Do you know what Akiat is?
Good for you. I hope you know. Anyhow, Skirbot and his bastards.
The key line?
No. They threw Keelan on the ground unconscious. Told us it was the Akiar, or they'd kill us. Captain O'Land said, turn it over. They shot her anyway. Then they shot the rest of us and gave me my wonderful beauty mark. Sons of bitches. Funny thing, though, ain't nobody ever snuck up on Keelan before. Hell of a scout, had this pet wolf following him around. Sort of like a one-eyed dwarf follows me around.
So one eye like pet to Gunnar. Okay.
I love that's what she got out of that whole thing.
So she got a lot. Yes.
You got any other questions?
You're sorry about the commander.
Yeah,
You understand.
sure. Awesome. Excellent. Fuck off.
No. Do you have more questions?
What? Leave me alone.
So, obviously double cross by killing key lime?
I just told you he was unconscious.
Was he? Or was he playing with other people?
Well, maybe we'll find that out. He looked unconscious. All
But-
tied up. They threw him in the wagon.
Maybe. But remember, Cheer have alchemist fire. Cheer brought more alchemist fire. So Cheer
That's-
have two.
Remarkably unrelated and unhelpful.
Well, burn them.
Prefer to shoot them, but thank you.
You can shoot them after on fire. If you want, or they could die agonizingly
How
slowly.
about we talk to him and find out where Skirbot and his assholes are?
Then Cheer get to
I
burn
got
them.
15 names that need to be added to the list.
15 names.
15 names.
Cheer
15
help.
dead men that don't know they're dead yet.
Cheer help.
Fine.
Cheer like Gunnar.
That's nice.
Not like that, though.
God, I hope not.
No. Cheer in committed relationship.
With cheer.
No, Wolfram.
Yes.
Never mind. This is how it works.
The mechanics of that are frightening.
We are going to go for a walk after. Cheer excited.
Wait, you're gonna go for a walk with the scaly fucker, or?
Yes.
Oh,
we're going
good. I
to
thought you
walk.
wanted me to go for a walk.
No.
Agreed.
Sorry, Cheer don't.
Yeah.
Cheer like Gunnar, but not like that. No.
No.
Done with Cheer gun.
Here you go.
Can Cheer tell you something?
I'd rather you not.
Okay.
Fine, what is it?
Cheer don't want to talk to Dwarf lady about gun.
Why not?
Dwarfs are mean.
Why is not mean? Well, he is mean, but he's not mean to me.
Cheer experience. Dwarfs mean. Oh, happens for Cheer to talk to Dwarf.
Give
Don't
One Eye a
want to-
chance. He's not that
Not
awful.
talking about that one. Talking about Dwarf lady.
She's
gun.
nice. She lets me play with her tools.
But she wants to see Cheer about gun.
Maybe she make it better. She's a hell of a gunsmith. Oh, she's got this one lady that I've been lusting after. These fine pearl handles. The barrel is sleek and long, just goes all the way up. I need a minute.
Hold on, intermission moments. Go to the bathroom real quick.
I tried to keep it straight.
Okay. Okay.
You don't have 10,000 notes, do you?
No, unfortunately, no.
I might get her down to 9,000.
Cheer don't have much. Cheer think Gunnar should have Cal.
About what?
Cheer have Cal pay for lots of things.
Okay. I'll tell him you said he owes me 10,000 notes.
No, don't say like that. Just say flatter.
How about you ask him, because he's still afraid I'm going to punch him in the face.
Well, okay.
Rightfully so.
You flatter enough. Cal do
Have
it.
you met me?
No, I think. Have
I'll
some-
flatten him.
No. Yes, flatten.
Flatten, okay.
It's about this time of your conversation that the sun begins to rise, casting light through this valley. You all now, at this point, are at the edge of a sheer cliff or a sheer hill face. I mean, at this point, it becomes very, very rocky terrain, and it is very elevated as opposed to where you are currently now. You guys can see that Hamanu is, at this point, way up there.
I'm so glad we attempted to sneak up on that.
You all can collect up your gear for your following day. You all can have yourselves another meager meal of good berries that keep you all nice and full. If you wish to cast a spell again. Okay. Then you all collect up on your mounts. Another day of travel, and about an hour before the sun is going to sink before the horizon, you all will find yourselves now at the bottom of a very strange ramp. that has been carved into the side of what appears to be a rocky stone face that leads meanderingly up into the entrance of Hamanu. Its stone walls stand as a bastion against what lies behind them, and its towering wooden gates lie open. You all can see that there are quite a few people that seem to be milling about the edges and outside walls of Hamanu.
As we're riding up, before we get completely within view, I'll just
Okay.
the decks.
Okay. So, as you all begin to make your way up, that's
Just
where we're
so
going to
you
go
know, I'm
ahead
never
and
drinking
take
that
our
again.
quick break. With you all having about an hour or a little more or so of light left in your day, but having reached the towering city of Hamanu. So we'll be back here in a few minutes. We have quite a few new subscribers on our Twitch and our YouTube. We're going to shout a few people out. We're going to try to get to everybody over the next few weeks. We just announced that we are very, very close to becoming a Twitch affiliate. That's really big for us. We're really happy about that. We just need some more followers. We pretty much meet all the other prerequisites. So if you can find in your heart, if you have a Twitch subscription, please go to Twitch, like Dice and Dudes. That's Dice and Dudes on Twitch. We'll have the link in the description below of this video once it goes live on YouTube. But if you can follow us there, watch us on Twitch, we'd really appreciate it. Twitch affiliation is one step away from being a Twitch partner, so I mean that would be fantastic if that would happen for us, and maybe get a little bit of monetization so we can start upgrading some of our equipment and just make the stream ever better. So if you can find your heart to do that for us, we would greatly appreciate it. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. And we are back. Sorry, we actually lost one eye. You had to take off a bit of a family emergency, but thankfully nothing serious. So we're gonna be out one eye for the rest of tonight as well. Still hoping that Caliph will be able to make his way to us, but we'll cross our fingers. Holiday time is always kind of a rough time. And hey, next week is Thanksgiving. Speaking of which, we will not have a stream next week. Not a regularly scheduled game. We're trying to see if a few of us can get together and do something, but we'll keep you all posted about that. So hopefully you guys follow us on Facebook and Instagram and the Twitters and all that stuff. We can keep you guys apprised. But while you all are here, while I have your attention, we got to do some shout outs because we have quite a few new subscribers on Twitch and some subscribers that have been around for a while that we haven't shouted out yet.
But I'm in control of the Twitter and I'm going out of town.
Then you better keep up on it.
Do your
Come
job.
on now, do your free labor for us. Come on.
Do your job.
So, we are shouting out our good friend Ginger Soul 72, an oxymoron, but we still love her. It's an Ed, thank you very much for following us. Epic Spooky Butt.
That's me.
Elvianda.
Fucking knew it.
Urza Lightsaber. Cliff 2446.
Woo!
Miss Lindy. Itty Bitty Cat. We got your name wrong last time. We got it right this time.
Well, we totally
Itty
had it, we
Bitty
just
Cat.
didn't finish it.
That's true.
We just
That's
got
true.
itty bitty.
How did I fit it in?
And
I'm just
Parmesan. I like it. Parmesan. I like it. And of course, our youngest fan, Heidi. Thank you very much for watching, Heidi. You should be asleep. So, bringing it back in,
We're totally okay with
The-
watching. It's okay.
ramp before you seems as if it has been carved directly into the cliff face. The cliff face that looms 300 feet in front of you. A sheer face which would be incredibly difficult to climb, leading to the open gates of the town of Hamanu. What are you all going to do?
Up the ramp.
The ramp itself is about wide enough for maybe 1.5 wagons to go through, and the Yolkeps seem a little trepidatious to make the climb, but if you dismount, you can easily lead them up and they will follow.
I'll lead the beast of burden up behind him and his beast of burden.
And you guys are at this point having to go like single file. And there's no rails. This is a fairly dangerous path to be walking through. You guys can see that there are wagon tracks that have been rutted into the ground that follow this ramp all the way up to the entrance. So they definitely get some kind of trade within this area. It's a good 15-minute climb in order for you all to get finally until you have a straight shot about 30 yards from the top of the trail to the open gate. In front of said gate stands a solitary person. This being is 11 feet tall, as wide as Ulrich, Dakin, and Gunnar standing side by side.
That's a thick bitch.
Has a very, very large grin upon its face, pulling its mouth almost strangely comically to the corners of its ears. Its mismatched teeth appears as if other teeth have been rammed into its gums, as the teeth in its head are all a variety of different sizes and different species. As you all approach, you see it. It stands up, and you can see this looming figure is impressive and a wee bit terrifying. As it lumbers up to you, it stops for a moment, starts reaching around, reaches into its tunic that it wears around its chest, and pulls out what looks to be a bit of rolled lambskin. As he unfurls it, he Welcome to the free city of Hamanu. My name is Gilbert, and I'm here to tell you the families and the menace are not in control. We are a free city here in Hamanu, and as free folk, you are free to do as you please. Just remember, there are consequences to your actions. My name is Gilbert. How can I help you?
I was picturing the Babadook. Then he spoke.
Hello, Gilbert.
Hello, little one.
We want to go to inn to sleep.
Okay. That way. And he puts up a barrel of an arm and just points down and smiles.
Thank you, Gilbert.
You're welcome, little one.
I like your smile.
Thank you. The cheek always fall out, but I find new ones and I put them in.
Oh, nice. Have teeth too. Hold up, 1, 2.
Oh, thank you. And he reaches out and grabs it. Starts like looking for a spot where he can put it.
No.
And as it's just, you see him just start sticking it into his gum. You see blood start to pour out just a little bit, and he just.
Look
Thank
good.
you.
Welcome. Thank you, Gilbert. Let's go.
Gates close at nightfall.
Okay.
Make your way inside.
Thank you. Let's go.
I'm right in.
Kind of leave the
As you all walk in, as soon as you cross the threshold of the gates, this very much feels like cities that you all had seen either in your youth or in storybooks. The streets are cobbled stone. The sidewalks appear to be a red slate that appears to be carved from the various hills around this area, and is made and maintained still to this day. Something you all are not used to in the middle of Tethys on the frontier. the buildings that surround you, as the towering wall behind you is about 50 feet in height of tumbled stone tower walls. The buildings before you are very distinctly terracotta in style. They appear to have been worked and fixed and patched over the years, and while most of them still have boards that have been nailed over to hold the bricks and other terracotta pieces in place, you can still see the original styling lying beneath. You can hear the click and clack of people walking around on these streets. You can see that there are lanterns that are being lit along the avenues. The streets appear to be fairly well ordered and organized, each having its own name. Right at the entrance of this, once you pass the portcullis and you get beyond the gates themselves, standing right before you is a very large 4-story terracotta building with terraces at each level at various points of it, and very warmly painted red door that stands open. The sign that hangs from its signpost squeaks ever so slightly in the light breeze that you have blowing into this place. The image upon it is of a very beautiful woman hoisting a tankard with a smile upon her face. And the words that adorn the sign is the Inn of the Welcome Wench.
Again.
They're inside, Gunnar.
Oh, look. Convenient.
Maybe we put up your kids.
Where?
I don't know. You don't know everything.
Does it look like there's a stable attached?
Not really.
You want to go back and ask
Does it look like there's a
Gilbert?
stable nearby?
No.
Go to roll me an investigation
No.
check.
Start your
You
teeth.
are...
That's a 6.
You were surprised to see the amount of people moving about this area, and this place doesn't appear to be as rough and tumble as you initially would have thought. Hearing about Hamanu, the sheriff was killed 3 days after he arrived. Apparently the family's no longer in control. Like, wow, this should be a lawless place. While you can definitely see an edge to most people that are moving throughout this place, they seem to be moving amicably among each other. You can see a swath of various different races. The place honestly reminds you in some ways of Brownwater. The people seem to be cordial, though they seem as if they are ready to fight at a moment's notice. Though no one is on edge, no one has their hand on their weapon at their hip. You know, nobody's walking around carrying a weapon in their hand and just looking around for a fight. It has an air of civility. But you can see brimming just beneath the surface is that, well, in a place like this, if there's no law, the law is what a man makes it.
When everyone has an edge,
It
guard
takes-
your throat.
It takes you a few minutes, but you're able to spot what looks to be an old-style stable that is probably 2 streets over from where the Inn of the Welcome Wench is.
Yeah?
Go to the stable.
Yeah.
As you all approach, the old keps are kind of looking around, and you see they keep eyeing the buildings and the walls around them. They don't seem like they're doing too well in such what appears to be it feels like an enclosed space. The air in here is very close, much more so than what you're used to in the open avenue that is Brownwater, even though it does sit, a little below the hills around it. As you approach, you guys get a few eyes here and there as people look in there, but for the most part, most people don't even give you a second glance. But sitting out front of an establishment is a very good-looking human fellow, bald, has probably 2 days of growth on his chin, very, very blue eyes. I mean, that's the first thing you notice about him is the Ryger from the Vikings blue, super blue eyes. He smiles at you cordially, stands up. You can see at his belt, he does have a pair of 6 guns that have been stuffed in there. As you all approach, howdy. Welcome to Hamanu. You need a place to house your animals for the time being?
Yes.
We got fair rates in the city. It's going to be 2 silver a day.
Notes okay?
We don't really accept notes out here.
Oh.
Sorry. We do things a bit differently. We don't really deal with the guilds. We don't deal with the menace. And we don't deal with the families. I don't know how long you all been traveling around Texas, but we don't hold no stock in any of that.
David, out of character, what's the exchange rate for gold to silver?
10 gold to 1 silver. It's 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold, and 10 gold to
I think it's got it
platinum.
reversed.
10 silver to gold.
Thank you.
Yeah, 10 to 1. 10
So-
Times to dollars.
So would 1 gold cover everybody's animals for what, a night?
Not everybody's. It
One
would
to
cover 5
5?
of your animals. Yeah.
We have an extra. 1, 2, 3.
Plus,
5.
Callus and Dakin.
Oh,
and,
Caliph. I did
and
not
Gunnar.
count. I did
So
not
maybe
count
like 2
2 gold.
Ulrich
plus 2.
pulls out the 2 gold that'd be required for like, what would that be, like a couple of nights?
That'd be a couple of nights for 4
It'd
of
be
them.
3 for 2 nights.
So let's just for now, just put up 3, I'd say.
Just pay for the night. We don't know how long we're staying.
Okay. So,
A couple of gold.
yeah, just a couple of
You'll
gold.
break off 8 pieces of silver, pass it back to you. That's for 1 night. That comes with a feeding. I'm sorry, I don't keep anything in particular for yo-caps or any treats like that. No apples, no crickets. But we do feed them, we do brush them, we do make sure they're taken care of.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. He lets out a whistle, and probably his children, 4 or 5 kids come out. They start rounding up the old caps, pulling them in, the aurochs. He kind of gives a side eye at one of those, and don't know if we got a pin big enough for that one, but we'll find something. We'll find a combination for it.
Fion
Yeah,
gives,
flowers and bacon.
Fion gives the Yoke-up a great
Is there
head bump.
Yeah, you press your forehead against his, and it reaches out. It's shorter arms than what it is, and kind of like embraces you a bit, and then lets you go. And
You
you
have
see
an
one of the kids
unnatural
is
love for
kind of looking at you like, wow. The old man doesn't really bat an eye though when he sees any of you.
Yeah.
She has an unnatural love for that foul beast.
While he's discussing that with her or
Special.
whatever, Ulrich will ask the old man, since he most
He's
likely.
counting out your coins.
Is there a blacksmith anywhere?
I believe we have one in town. Go 3 streets over, go all the way at the end, just listen for the hammer. And I mean, he goes, we're after him all the time to stop it once nightfall hits, but he's going usually until about 10 o'clock at night. So you might be able to catch him. You've got a couple hours.
Thank you for the information, sir.
No problem.
And Ulrich looks at the group and is just like, I'm gonna go try to fetch a little bit more protection than skin
Maybe shark.
before anything goes on
Shark.
for my own health.
Let's go.
They
Shark.
can turn something around. I'm sorry, you know if there is a church of Sabbath? No. Well, of course, we are God-fearing folk out here. You'll find it's one of the large buildings. And he gives them general directions, and Dakin seems kind of surprised then. And thank you. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay my respects. Anybody want to come with me? One eye. Caliph, you want to come with me? Sure, for sake of ease, to the DM. So
We can answer for
head out.
them, but yeah.
So they head out, leaving the now 3 of you as he begins to enter the blacksmith, unless Gunnar.
I'm gonna go with him to the blacksmith.
So Fionn and Cheer, while you're within Hamanu, what are you two going to do?
What do you want to do, fam?
Look around.
Okay. Cheer,
Turn
what
into a
do-
tabby.
Okay.
You pick up the tabby. Just carry it like that, like a baby.
So right as you go to like pounce away, you feel yourself picked up off the ground, and just your soul just slowly gives in as she puts you up on her shoulder.
And no, I
She
like
claws
better
her way
for-
up to be a shoulder cat. you pay for your insolence.
So you go and you like drape around her neck, yeah. So
It's about the only way. No, so as
No,
I'm
I've got
walking,
a
I will
shoulder
pet her
cat.
hat.
Okay.
And I have the marks to prove it.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have the marks to prove
That's
prove
fine.
this.
I'll pet her
So-
head. Like
So the 2 of you, you're just going to begin looking around. Are you asking around? Are you just looking for things? What exactly are you doing?
Fanny, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Flowers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know? Flowers. Now ask the Steve Bowman.
I will
Is there
sniff for
a
flowers.
Flower shop.
Even Fionn turning into a tabby cat in front of him, he just kind of.
Is there a flower shop?
Not many flowers grow out here, little one. Sorry.
Strawberry
Nope, no shrubberies out here.
plants.
We got an alchemist. I mean,
Yes.
she's a bit of a weird one, but I mean,
Weird
more than
good,
welcome.
weird
He
good.
gives you general directions to her as well.
Weird. Very good.
Weird.
If you
Huh.
say so.
You're not there.
If you say so.
Mhm.
Yeah, she'd be that way. You may want to go quick. I'm pretty sure she starts locking her door about now.
Thank you, sir. I go and then boom. So I took the one that lets me run real fast.
So, as you both are heading towards the blacksmith, and you guys are heading towards the apothecary, all of you suddenly hear boom, 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 as 4 shots are fired in the air. There doesn't appear to be. You see most people kind of stop and look, and then go back about their business.
Okay.
Yeah, feels more like home now.
Fine.
So, as
People
you guys,
weird.
so as you guys are moving through, with the general directions that he gives you, you do begin to hear the sound as you're moving through. Exactly what he told you, that rhythmic pounding as you get closer and closer to the blacksmith. What are you gonna do?
I'll approach the blacksmith.
You sure it's the blacksmith? It's rhythmic pounding.
It could be the whorehouse.
We found the whorehouse.
I couldn't let that one go.
Yes, I would like to approach the blacksmith, not the whorehouse.
What if it's a whorehouse called the blacksmith?
That'd be a good name for a whorehouse.
Well, they do give that anvil a pounding.
And Kyle wins. Sorry.
Why are you saying sorry? That's why everyone's
No, his face was like, what?
Okay,
What?
Perry
What?
Jr.
No.
Perry Jr.
So what are you two doing?
I'm following him.
I approach the blacksmith and
It's a squat little building. It appears as if it's almost like igloo shaped of it. It appears as if the building itself looks to be a mixture of stone bricks and steel slats that have been hammered into stone to create this building. There is a fairly sizable chimney, and there is quite a bit of black smoke that is billowing out of this thing. And that sound, king, 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 is going through. Now that you're closer, you can hear it sounds as if there's multiple blacksmiths working at the same time, and they almost seem to be trying to keep the same rhythm. But there's distinctly 2 different hammers on 2 different types of metal that you're hearing right now.
I'll go in.
As you walk in, it's immediate. Like you walk through, and it's like a blanket of heat washes over you, and the beads of sweat immediately begin to form all over your neck, your neck, your upper lip. I mean, it is hot in here. As you look, you can see there is a pair of forges, and there appears to be 2 human men who are working the forges. You have another pair who seem to be working bellows, and there's another one who is transferring the metal over from a forge, and then placing it on the anvil, letting them hit and turning it. It looks as if they're making blades, actually. It seems as if they're both working on some kind of maybe claymores, maybe flambergs. It's hard to tell. It is a very long blade, though.
Is there anybody in there that seems like they're like more the merchant of the thing?
As you look around, you can see there's an older gentleman who seems to be getting to his feet as he sees the 2 of you. You enter with him, correct?
Yeah.
As he sees the 2 of you enter, he's slowly getting to his feet, and he gets up to you, and as he does, he points outside the building.
Okay, so
Open the door.
He kind of shuffles outside, and as he closes the door behind him, he kind of apologies.
I don't like them to stop working while they finally found their rhythm. It only took them a couple of hours. So how about we do a little bit of business out here? How can I be of assistance?
Well, I would like to introduce myself first before I do business with somebody. So my name is Ulrich van Altenhaar.
It is nice to meet you. My name is Reginald.
Nice to meet you, Reginald. This my compatriot here is known as Gunnar.
Nice to meet you, Gunnar.
Shake his hand.
How can I be of assistance to you, young man?
I was looking for armor.
Specifically what type? We do carry a variety here. Armor is not seen as valuable as it once was in these parts, but we still follow the old ways.
That's good to hear. I was hoping, if possible, there was plate or something similar.
I do have currently a fine set of full plate with a bit of adjustments could be used to fit your frame, though it will cost quite a bit.
And how much would that be?
With the alterations that would need to be made, hold on 1 second.
And he actually pulls out an abacus, of all things, and just starts crunching the numbers. And while he crunches the numbers, I'm going to go ahead and pull up D&D Beyond.
So 1,500 plus. Well, you know what the price of full plate is.
Hey, he said armor's cheaper than it used to be. There might actually be a
Bullshit.
discount.
Buy 1 gold.
For a set of full plate with alterations, I believe we can go ahead and get that for you for 1,650 gold pieces.
Sadly, I only have 85. What else do you have that could protect this?
85. Well, I do have some old beat up chainmail. Let me see.
And
Give me 1 moment.
and you see he takes, when he came in, you saw him pull out 2 wax plugs out of his ears. He puts them back in his ears, turns around and walks inside. He's inside for probably 5 minutes. And when he comes back, he kind of shambling in goes,
Well, I do have 1 set of chainmail available. It's seen a bit of wear and tear over the years, but it's still serviceable. If you like to take it in the condition that it's in, that would be 60 gold pieces. If you like, we can take some time and make it look a little nicer for you. If you can give us, probably by the end of this evening, I can have a few of my boys buff it out and have it for you in the morning for 75 gold pieces.
I'm good with the condition that's in. Appearances don't really make as much of a difference for me because it's going to get dirty again anyways, and I would hate to take your men from working as hard as they are in the rhythm, as you said, to buff some chainmail for me.
It is much appreciated. Well, come on in. If you have money on hand, I'll take that from you. And I'm sorry, I'm a bit old. My body isn't what it used to be. A long time at the forge, as it were. You can take the armor. I can simply point it out to you, and you can be on your way. How does that sound?
Just one more thing. Do you have anything that could be, how do they call them? Cestices? Things that go on the end of the hand that help.
The chainmail gloves will come with, it'll be chainmail with plates over it, but it'll still protect your hands quite well.
I think he's looking for something heavier for hitting.
For impact on the other person.
I think I have a set of gauntlets around. I might be able to sell you some. It'd probably run you about 20 gold though for, something a little sturdier.
Out of character, would that be about what I'm looking for as far as
it'd be plated. It'd be like plate mail, gauntlets. Not the covered gauntlets, for swords, but it'd actually be articulated gauntlets.
Would
No
that
clamshells.
would that add extra wumpage?
No. Depending on the material it's made of, it could help negate damage resistance, things like that. But you don't really care about the steel of it. That's not what's getting it. It's more technique that you're using than anything else. That's really causing the umph.
Okay.
But if you wanted something like that, you'd have to probably get it custom made. not every day they get asked to make,
10-pound gauntlets.
Spiked gauntlets or
gauntlets,
something. Yeah. At least if I get a hold of them now, I could get them altered later when I'm not broke in a gold-taking town.
So for the both, that would run you 80 gold pieces.
You just see him like pluck out the few silver and like remaining gold and put it in a pocket and then just hands in the sack.
And you hand him the 80 gold?
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on. You big fella, why don't you give him a hand? It's going to be a bit heavy.
And he walks inside. Yeah, it's seen some better days. It was made for a man a little bigger than you, so it's a little hard to get used to. But you do have yourself a set of chainmail, so that bumps your armor class up to 16. Remember, you have disadvantage on stealth checks, and that is 55 pounds. The gauntlets that he sells you are plate mail gauntlets. They're fairly nicely made, actually. It's gonna be a shame to beat them up really badly. Those actually weigh about 10 pounds, but for the two of them.
Okay. I'm gonna, once we step outside and the transaction is done, once we step outside, I'm gonna drop the jacket, suit up, and throw the jacket back over top.
Jacket won't fit over it. I mean, it's you could take the chainmail into where the jacket would fit, but this is literally, it's made for somebody probably 40 or 50 pounds heavier than you, so it's got quite a bit of extra. But if you get it, made for you, then you can wear the jacket over.
All right, then I'll just stuff the jacket in my bag.
Okay.
Why you gotta be so extra?
It's who
Coming
he
from a
is.
half-naked Catwoman.
I know, right?
My duster's got a chainmail lining in it. How much you charge to take that out? Just stiffen it up with some studs.
Oh, I mean, if we're trying to save the jacket, that's gonna raise the cost a bit. I mean, if we're just ripping that apart, trying to put in something new, that probably, if you supply the jacket, I mean, I don't know how that'd cost you, but that's not a job I really teach my boys about. We're more of like traditional style, but I mean, I have the know-how to do that. What do you want? Something like chain shirt level, something like that?
I want to take that out, and I'm a little quicker than I used to be.
Okay, and
Bring it down to just some leather with studding on it.
okay, so maybe just put some studded backing on it. Maybe give you just a little
A
protection.
little bit more, yeah.
Okay, well, it'll probably take me a few days. And tell you what, how about
Still working the advocates?
call it 75 gold for the extra work, but I get to keep the chain.
See how good I do at the tables.
All right. Well, you boys have yourselves a good night. You can hear people just like, hey, when are you guys gonna quit the banging today? Boys just found the rhythm. It'd be a long night.
And he puts, as they start again, he still plugs the things out. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. And he turns around and he walks, slowly walks his way back inside the building, closing the door behind him.
I like that old man. Let's go get drunk.
Sounds good to me.
Go to the welcome lunch.
Okay, so you guys begin making your way back. The two of you, as you're making your way,
less squishy.
you guys are making your way pretty quickly. So I'm going to give you guys an investigation check with advantage because you're both kind of, you got the cat strangely pointing directions on where to go.
Yeah.
I just picture
And if you go very, very the wrong direction, you get the absolute shit call out of you.
No.
You got to turn down the wrong way.
You're wise.
Woo! Natural 20.
Okay, so you are pushing open the door to the apothecary as an older crone-like woman that appears as if she's in her late 30s, early 40s, but is moving like she's in her 70s or 80s, is approaching the door to lock it. You can see the keys in her hand. One last customer on the day.
Yes.
Oh, right then. Please, I have prior engagements tonight, so let's close that door behind you and give it a good lock for now.
Okay.
My name is Merida. How may I be of assistance to you this evening, little miss? And
Cheers.
and she reaches out and she scritches Fionn on the head. This woman has cats, and she knows how to pet them. And she gets that spot, and your left leg just starts it starts kicking out on its own accord.
Yeah, she likes.
And you said Tabby, right?
Yes.
Beautiful Tabby cat.
Yes.
I'm sorry. How can I be of assistance? And she starts as she's fishing into her shirt, and after a bit, she pulls out some dried fish and
Big eyes.
I get Fanny and put her down so she can.
Big Fanny now.
And she gladly puts on the ground and yes, I
Do have potions.
as a matter of fact, I do. I don't get many customers asking for much else than, well, hangover tonics and other such things.
No.
But I do have a few things. Hold on one moment, please. And yeah, it's odd because she looks like she's probably right around your age, maybe a little older than you.
Yeah.
But yeah, she moves very slowly and methodically. She's kind of stooped over a bit. She picks up a wooden small container with a rounded top on it, puts it on, puts the chest on the counter, opens it up and starts rifling around, and you see her take an empty potion bottle out and throw it behind her, and you hear it shatter on the stone floor behind her. And she starts putting 3 different potions on the one in front of you, and it looks like I have 3 of this one, and she moves a light blue colored potion that
Would I know
as
what that could possibly be?
go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Nope.
That's a
You
7.
don't catch anything floating in the liquid to kind of give you a clue on what it might be. The center one is as it kind of sloshes inside the glass container, you can see it leaves like a film that slowly slides down and resettles back in. The last one is so purple it's almost black and gives off a faint odor even with it being corked.
What kind of odor?
Kind of acrid but earthy at the same time. So it smells almost like something very sweet decomposing. Like it's got that little bit of sweetness to it, but it's definitely very sour on the back of the throat.
So the kind of stuff Cheer picks up a lot.
Yes, like you have an olfactory sense for these things.
Yeah.
I have these 3 available. This one is a potion of good health. Drink the potion and it can whisk away what ails you. This one here, you can imbibe it and it will toughen your skin, help prevent you from being a little more impervious to anyone that would seek to do you harm. And this one here is one of my own concoction. It is a potion of invisibility.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a look at the herbs.
So you start sniffing around for them? She has quite a few dried herbs within this place. This place is a riot on your senses.
Yeah.
Are you staying cat form while doing this?
I will probably find some time to turn in to shift out.
Okay. Go to roll me a nature check while you're looking. Yes? And we'll get to that in a second.
4.
All seem very nice. Cheer. That's cheer.
When she goes like this, when she's looking up.
This is cheer. She likes all. Especially second and first. All. Cheer understands that town run on gold, not nuts. Is right?
Yeah, well, I can be a little more lenient with that as my niece tends to get out and about and she makes her way over to Brownwater. So I can handle the notes, although I do offer a 5% upcharge on that for the extra expense for my own.
So, how much?
Well, these are not your typical Akium-based healing potions. These are traditional potions.
No Akim.
Of a much stronger variety. Looking at these, each of these would cost you 300 gold pieces, or 310 notes. This one here, this one is of my own design. This one here would cost you 500 gold pieces, and the invisibility, well, that one is a bit touchy. That one, I have to put a premium on it, as if you get yourself into trouble while imbibing it, it comes back upon me. So, just to make sure you're serious, that one does cost 1,000 gold pieces.
Sadly, you don't have that kind of money.
I did the math. You lowballed that estimate.
Yeah.
Just because the old lady doesn't know how to do math doesn't mean she gets to buy.
Oh, yes. No, Cheer can't afford that yet.
Think about it, invisible Gunnar.
Assist you with headache poultices, things to soothe the queasy stomach.
No, I mean, Fanny does puke time to time.
I do have this, and she pulls out a small box. It opens it up. It's almost like a cigar box that she's repurposed. She opens it up, and a wave of scents hits you.
There's not many herbs that grow within the Iser Hills, but this is a good one. I've incorporated this herb into various bandages. They can help assist with anyone who has an open wound. It can help them clot much quicker than what they typically would.
Think got Fanny attention.
Well, this is more labor of love of my own, and I do like to see people take care of themselves, so I would be willing to let this one go.
Every time I dare to look for herbs to make healing potions. Nope.
I'm so sorry.
Normally, these a kit like this would go for about 5 gold pieces. But this one, having its special properties, I would allow to go for 10 gold pieces. It's the way I have enhanced these bandages. You would actually get about twice as many uses out of it as you would a normal healer's kit.
That is Fion's equivalent of shut up and take my money.
I think makes sense with Fanny.
She kind of looks at you, and she scratches you right under the chin.
You have Fanny
I knew
say.
there was more to you than what was at first apparent. I
So
don't
Fanny.
get too many shifters in these parts.
You know what Fanny is.
I have been known to take an animal form a time or two. But yes, would you be interested in this?
Now you just nod as a cat.
Oh no, at this point Fion's probably gone from uniform. Yeah.
She smiles at you and looks at you and what tribe are you from, young one?
Thing?
Oh, the Pharaoh Far south. Wanderlust brings you far, little one. Do you do as your people do and believe the teachings of Leoel? She is a good mother. She will treat you well. Poor fellow lover of our moon goddess. Call it 8 gold pieces. And she pushes it forward.
Yeah.
She takes the 8
It's like
gold
the
pieces.
last of the,
Well, the note.
last of the
Do you have
actual.
gold or do you have
it's the
notes?
last of the actual gold pieces. I have.
Oh well. They have other herbs for
I have
friction.
quite a few different herbs. So what exactly are you looking for?
Actually, first, Cheer would like opinion on something.
And what is
Cheer
that?
found very unusual thing, very smelly, gross. But if willing to look at it, Cheer appreciate input.
Well, I can look and maybe give you my opinion, but if it takes any kind of research, I would need to be compensated for my time.
Of course, can be close. Shades.
There's no shades.
Oh,
This
okay,
place
then.
is completely blacked
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Hold nose. And very carefully, with little gloves.
You see her. She just takes one of. She's wearing 5 or 6 different necklaces that need to her neck. She picks one up and holds it in front of her nose.
Fanny. And she just carefully gets the hand out, but the one that she cut out, the mushroom. So just carefully takes out the mushroom and unwraps it, and like this in her little hand.
She takes it,
Careful.
puts it on the. After a moment, she puts the thing down and starts inspecting it. I've never seen a thing like this before.
It look like mushroom, but not mushroom.
Definitely not a mushroom.
But properties of
That
mushroom.
is interesting, though. How much would you want for it?
You need more information about it first.
Well, if you decide that you wish to, this is still alive. If you wish to trade this away, then I would be more than willing to trade you maybe 3 of the blue potions and the silver one as well.
So the middle one and then this one, not the invisibility. Okay. Just out of character, does the hand have more of these protrusions like on it?
Roll me a perception.
Is that I want to know. That is a 13.
It seems to have a few more. Yes, it does seem as if it is changing, but it is a slow process.
Okay, so I will. Okay, cheer willing to trade, but if find out information about it, would you tell Cheer?
If I were to see you again, I would have no reason not to tell you of at least some of my findings. But this is more a curiosity for me. I
Yes.
do not see
Cheer
these
understand.
things.
Yes, understand Cheer. Yes.
Where did it come from?
It came from hand.
I can
Dead
see that.
hand. Very dead hand.
Well, I can see that it is not dead anymore.
No, hand, not decay.
I can see that.
And then actually pull out the hand itself. Came from inside skin. See, incision.
Well, so you didn't handle the hand before?
No.
I'm sorry, I thought you were under the assumption you handled
Oh,
the
no.
hand.
Okay, no, I'll hand her the hand, but I want the actual. I'll give her the thing from it, but I want the hand.
No, she wants the hand for
Oh,
that.
I want a mushroom then.
No, well, like I said, she wants the hand for the
Oh,
potions.
oh.
That makes more sense.
Okay, then.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
It's okay. I guess I could get another body part.
Yes. Yes, you could.
You're not there.
So what are you doing?
Cheer have finger. Just a little finger.
You can have the pinky finger.
Okay. Get out some things and.
And she then puts 2 of the blue potions and the silver one in front
That's
of you.
fine.
Brown water has problem.
More than you know.
It smells like something from there. But it's very
That is
spongy.
not good. That smell. I have never smelled something such as this.
It's very made Fanny puke twice.
Well,
Feel back it twice. Maybe come back for tea and discuss hand. Yes.
perhaps. I believe I will be closed for the next few days, as now I have something to look at.
What was her
Cheer.
name?
I
Mirta.
need to look at my notes. Give me one
It's
second.
Mirta,
Let me
right?
pull this out real fast. Sorry.
Miranda?
I am a very big believer in having physical representations for things you guys have. For now, I do not have a card for her particular potion. I only put that one on paper. So I'm going to give you a holy oil card for that one.
For
That
the
one-
silver one?
For that is the silver one.
Okay.
Okay.
But the other ones are those. Okay. What about Kyle's poultice?
Pulse is, it's a healer's kit with double the amount. It's
Okay,
basically instead of having 50 uses, it has 100. You don't need a card for that.
Okay, cool. Well, yes, Kyle, my short little arms are going to reach across.
Hey, you never know.
Little Oompa Loompa.
No.
I was about to.
Nuh-uh.
I thought better.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm rather excited to.
Share visit in few days. 2 days.
Gunnar.
No. Cheers.
As you begin walking out, she goes, fetching boots you have.
Thank you. What do you think of them?
They are very fine. Just be careful who sees you wearing them.
Ah, he's down, yes. She'll probably be back to get herbs.
Then you both have a great night. And sorry, her name. Let me pull that up real fast. Yes, I name all of my NPCs. I have too many names. Too many
Not
NPCs.
enough names.
That one.
More names.
Alright, I'm looking for.
Purple square diamond cube.
Oh, my name is Rowan.
How do you spell?
Rowen.
Rowan?
Yes, but she says Rowan.
Rowan.
Like the tree. That's
Sorry.
us. That's not
I just
sacred
know what I got.
at all.
Yes, exactly like the tree. That is where I got her name.
I carefully wrap up
That's
the
actually what I
pinky.
spelled.
Put up the pinky.
Rowan.
Take off the little gloves. Put up my little gloves.
Okay.
Thank you, Ryan.
She unlocks the door for you.
Funny. Small.
Smile.
You're gonna use your second. She unlocks the door as you do it. She kind of smiles, scratches you on the top of your head again.
Pick up
Unlocks
Fanny.
the door, opens the door, and allows you all to leave. So, where are you
Thank
two
you.
headed after this?
We go to inn and find them. But
So-
we're gonna kill people.
You all head to the end of the welcome wench.
Have you ever seen a cat
Yes.
face palm or face paw?
Face palm. I don't know if I can. Well, yeah, a cat can do that. Yeah.
Cat's
can
too
do that.
Cat's too crazy. Okay.
Cats might as well have proper arms.
So we have a fan who is wondering if we're going to bring out the tiles and terrain.
Well, depends on what you guys do, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
I'm just saying.
I'll endeavor to shoot somebody.
We
Yeah,
all know
What do you
you
think
will.
the face
I am
palm
very
was
aware
for?
of that.
We know you're going to.
That right there is what we call.
Yeah. Yes,
Gunnar-
sir. No,
Vince?
no, it's still in there.
Wow.
No, it moved up now.
Vince,
Yeah.
Gunnar's wrath is
Gunnar.
As you
inevitable.
you guys, you two probably making it a little bit more there. The time they spent with the apothecary, they probably spent close to an hour with her as she showed them through all their stuff. You guys are able to get into the welcome lunch probably about 10 minutes before they walk in. When you guys do, there is, again, this reminds you guys of a town that's on the wheel. The center sea. The sea that lies in the center, the Sea of Light, at the center of Erroll. That area is referred to as the Wheel of Erroll. Everything turns upon the wheel. All commerce, all trade, power turns upon the wheel. This place very much feels more like a tavern from there, very much along the wheel. This does not feel like the Amber Inn or the Bent Pig Pub or anything else. This has what looks to be old-timey minstrels playing old-timey guitar, like playing lutes. Still some have washboards and other things that they're playing, but there's a barely fetching singer who is lending her voice to the mix. The place has a typical common area with various round tables. So most of them are full at this point, and it has another raised area. Back in that raised area, it seems to be much quieter. You can see it looks as if other games of chance are being played there. You can see that not only is the typical Dead Man's Hand being played there, that is, your typical game of choice, but there's also Liar's Dice and a few other games being played back there. Including knife throwing. There at the back end of the bar, as you walk in, you can see there is what looks to be a very, very well maintained and polished bar. that has a few patrons standing around it. And on a raised platform, you can see what appears to be a halfling man who is moving about with a smile on his face, hoisting tankards that are fairly big for him, but it seems to be regular human-sized portions that he's doing. You guys can smell what appears to be spiced potatoes that is hanging on the air. It smells, I mean, this is walking into a whole different place. This is not what you all expected in Hamanu.
He fucking nudges Gunnar and be like, hey, real fucking beer for once.
Yep.
Not that
Give me your
fucking-
money.
I will buy you a drink.
I'm gonna go gamble and make more money so we can both have lots of drinks.
Well, I'm pretty good at the knife throwing, so I think I might take my chance at that.
You gonna piss your money away at knife throwing?
Well, I'm a little bit better with that than cards.
A little bit better with cards than you are at either.
You don't even know me. And here I was going to buy you a drink. But if you need an allowance, I would normally give that to the little girl. But I have 8 gold coins left.
As you all are standing there having a conversation, a fairly rotund woman holding a tray with empty beer mugs comes up to you on just find a seat wherever. And she moves on past. I'll be with you in a moment.
So how about this? I give you 3 gold coins because it seems like the going rate for gold isn't as high here based on what it took for the Yokefs. And if you can return on my investment, that's all good. But 3 gold coins is all I can spare because a lot went to you.
Yeah, pretty metal shirt.
It's better
Fine,
than
give me the
shitty
money.
leather jacket.
You have 3 gold coins?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start heading towards the back.
Yeah, straight to the tables.
As you are walking up the stairs, a man probably half your size, chewing on the end of a cigar, steps in front of you. What's that? House charges
How much?
5 gold to play.
$5 gold to play.
Minimum bid in here.
Minimum bid, you take a part of the pot, or you charge 5 gold just to play.
Just a seat. And we don't take. You pull a pot. This pot's yours.
Let me guess, you don't take notes either.
I'll take notes, but it costs a double.
Pass over 10 notes.
All right. He reaches over, opens up a wooden case next to him, drops the 10 notes in, and pulls out a stack of chips. Hands it to you. Have yourself fun. Keep your weapon holstered.
I ain't drawing unless somebody else does first.
Well, you feel like having yourself a fight, you take it out in the street. Anybody does any shooting in here, you're gonna die.
Sounds fair.
All right. Have fun. Remember, it's always customary to tip the house if you do well. And he steps back and points over. You can see this place has 4 different tables. 2 of the tables, one of them is full, is playing. I'm sorry, did I say Dead Man's Hand?
Yeah.
I meant the Gambler's Hand. Sorry. They're playing the Gambler's Hand as the other table is, which is your game of choice. There are 2 open seats at the other table. The other table is full. The other 2 tables have Liar's Dice. And there's a fairly robust game of knife throwing going on. And they seem to be fairly inebriated because, I mean, they're hitting the wall, but not everything's sticking, if you catch what I mean.
That's where I'm going.
One of them definitely, but he's getting kind of rowdy as the other guy is schooling him.
Does it look like you're gonna throw the other 2?
Roll me an insight check.
I'm already headed towards the knife throwing because that's
11 plus... Do we have insight?
No.
12.
Hard to tell. They look pretty good. I mean, it's a toss-up. I mean, your ego probably says you can.
My ego says money is better at the gambling table. Let's go to the gambling table.
It's not a sure thing, so
Yeah.
So you pull up a chair.
Maybe when the knife throwers are a little more drunk.
As you sit down, the human man next to you and the woman, that you sit in between, they both kind of scoot over and give you a little more room. The woman kind of leans in and, new blood. That makes me very happy. Cars, please. The man looks over at you. Peter.
Gunnar.
He just shakes hands, just nods, and miss, new acquaintance needs a beer. All right, on my tab. You're paying it tonight, right? Yeah, I'm paying it tonight. All right. He gets kind of back up to the table and gets his cards and starts playing. After a few minutes later, you have for the first time since being in Tethys, a mug of frothy ale placed in front of you.
Smell it.
Not the best beer, but I mean, this is probably more like Pabst Blue Ribbon as opposed to the good stuff. But I mean, it's better than Natural Light. Yeah, it's better than Natural Light or the watered down Natural Light from the Bent Pig Pub.
Unfortunately, it makes you a hipster.
Wow.
So he takes one drink and suddenly he's got
Sprouts a man butter.
He puts his hair up in a man butter real quick. Wearing plaid. He puts glasses on.
No.
So
That sounds absolutely terrifying. Please no.
as that's happening, so basically you follow him up into the back area. As he deals with him, he then steps in front of you and, you heard what I told your friend. 5 notes to play. Or five gold to play. Or if you're like a buddy, you got notes, it'll be 10 notes.
I'm out 10 notes and hand it to him.
All right. He throws it in, hands you the same thing at chips. I tell you the same thing I told your friend. You go to get in a fight, you take it outside, you try to kill anybody in here, we'll kill you.
Fair enough.
All right, you have yourself fun. Remember, you do well, it's customary to tip the house.
Also fair
He
enough.
steps aside and lets you through.
All right.
So you head to the knife thrower?
Yep.
Okay. You approach, you see a lithe, elven man. He has his black hair is pulled tightly back in a very, very tight ponytail that, I mean, you can see pulling at his scalp, it's so tight, but seems to wear it just fine. Wearing, meager clothing, nothing too ostentatious. As he sees you approach, he's kind of playing with a knife in his hand, just flipping around as he's watching the other stooge try to throw and hitting it hilt first to the wall. Like, God damn it! Going over there and picking him up. Oh, son of a bitch! You're playing me! He's like, you're the one that's drinking while throwing. And you see him pick up a flagon of something to drink, but doesn't appear to be ale. Appears to be water. When he sees you approach, and hello, my fine friend. It's only a pair of knife throwers, but when I finish schooling this gentleman in the gentlemanly art of knife throwing, then I'd be more than happy to take your money from you.
That's pretty bold.
I'm a bold man.
So am I. I'll watch you fuck this drunk fellow up, and then
And he starts go and roll me a insight check.
am I good at this one?
Insight. Wisdom.
Negative ghost rider.
That's a 13.
13. You get the feeling this guy is better than what he's letting on, but you can't tell how good he is. He's throwing, left-handed, throwing knives at the wall. I mean, he's hitting within the main circle. It's an outline of a man, and you have a large circle for the chest, then you have a smaller circle straight in the center of the chest, you have a small circle on the head. He's going for center circle, he's hitting the outer edges. It looks like he's doing pretty well. He is throwing daggers with this man for probably the next 10-15 minutes before your turn comes up. And every throw, this guy is getting more and more upset, more and more angry, and he's doing worse and worse. While this guy is just kind of smirking to himself and just lambasting the guy. I mean, this guy, if you were still Darius, this guy would remind you of Caliph, as he is just insulting the dude with every throw as he's doing it, Like, with that aim, I bet you it takes you 10 minutes just to find the hair around it, Like, just over and over again at this guy. You can see the guy's just getting so angry. And after a while, he rips his knives on the wall, puts them in his thing, slams some chips on the table, and storms out. He walks over to the bar at the far end, stands up there, gets himself a drink, and just starts drinking. Then he'll smile at you, and he'll take your hand. Well, where are you going? We'll get to that in just a second. As it's a little bit before that. Theon and Cheer will walk into this place and see. Again, this really reminds you of the bars that you saw in your youth. You probably similar, but you kind of stayed away from these areas. This is like the stories that you heard. Reminds you of a place like this. The whole place smells like polished, scented wood.
We get food.
I'm gonna find a place to take a short rest.
You can get up on our table. While you're in there, can you hand me my energy drink, please? I definitely.
We might have to actually spell something out on the fridge sometime.
The magical
You're
portal.
able to post up at an empty table, with it, and when you sit down, a very rotund lady will come by and see like, oh, no, how you doing, sugar? Don't see many of your kind of these parts, and and how's your little friend? How can I help you?
Food, please.
Okay. We don't do much meat in these parts. Sorry, not a whole lot of livestock around here, but we got some very nicely roasted potatoes tonight, and some cauliflower on the side.
Cauliflower.
Oh, you'll love it. It's delicious. If you've never had it, it's going to be a special treat for you. And she comes off. She goes off, comes back with a couple of plates.
Mushroom?
Cheer, eat broccoli.
She plays. Yes, it looks remarkably similar to broccoli, actually, but it's white.
Yeah, you just see Cheer like, and then like,
Somebody in the comments, please explain to me what is with the war on broccoli. Why cauliflower for that matter?
No, personally, as a player, I like both, but.
But she sets the plates down, and afterwards she sets a mug of ale in front of each of you. So that's going to be 2 silver pieces for each meal, or I can take these back to the kitchen. You pass over
the last coin.
So a gold piece?
Yeah.
Drink
you already have drinks in front of you. I'll be back with some change. And she heads off.
If Cheer want more, she left.
As you guys are about halfway through your meal when she comes up, and she slaps 6 silver pieces on the table.
Alright, so Cheer tries the cauliflower. Scott! Cheer don't mind, don't tell Cat. Cat always on Cheer for eating vegetables.
It's around now when you'd have cow, bacon, and One Eye enter. They probably get themselves some food, but they stay out of the frivolity. Really, they just kind of get some food.
They stay off camera.
Yes. they stay distinctly out of center frame. You know, they're just off on the side. You know, they're just off on the side. So, very quickly for Gunnar, how long are you going to stay trying to win pots, or are you simply trying to play long enough that you may be able to hear some information?
Win a pot or two, but mostly looking for information.
Okay.
Enough to cover stable fees and drinks.
Okay. So what we're going to do, Tony, if you can do the honors, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play a game
Okay. To you
of
and...
the gambler's hand.
Okay, so switch between the two.
To the 4 camera.
To the camera.
So that way,
4 camera. Ooh!
the train camera.
Oh, straight
Oh,
train.
just straight terrain? Okay.
0 tier.
Boom.
Okay. And we'll see how I look there with all your switching. We'll continue with that in just a second. But the way that this works, for those of you who are new to the channel,
It's on it.
For those of you who are new to the channel, I have adapted Texas Hold'em to and put a more of a spin on it for D&D. This play with a 54 card deck. So
that's terrain.
I do terrain. See, he was there and nothing.
well, we want to see me too. So it's
Yeah, I went.
Okay.
Yeah, she was shifting.
Yeah.
We're shifting.
Yeah, that was okay. So sorry, we do have a new person behind
Hey.
the thing. So
She doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
not yet.
Bitch
Not yet.
and
Okay.
moan in the
So,
comments.
The way
please.
this, the way
Do
this
not bitch and
goes,
moan.
we're playing for Vince. I will place
You
Vince's
can tell what
cards
you do.
face up. I will put the
The more they bitch
the
and moan, the more
house's
she
cards.
bites. Cat.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
I'll place the house's cards
Real
face
quick,
down.
what are the other uses for my
His chippies.
chips?
You can spend a red chip for an additional card.
Okay.
The
Yellow
white
chips
chips
have
do not
minus.
affect. Yeah, they don't affect gambling. Okay. So I will place his cards face up, the house's cards face down to start, then 3 cards in the hole. He will attempt to make himself the best hand that he can. His gambler's ability will allow him to gain extra cards, so that way he can build the best 5-card hand that he possibly can. The house itself tends to have its own modifier depending on how good the house is. This house actually has a +2 modifier.
Ah.
So, let's go ahead and let's get into it. So, first off, for Vince's first card, 6 of hearts. For the house's first, face down. For Vince's next card, a king of diamonds. Very nice. House's next card. Now the 3 cards face up. We got a king of hearts. We have a 2 of spades. And we have the Joker. Now, when the Joker is a house card, the Joker is replaced with a different card. Jokers can only affect your hand or the house's hand. That is a 7 of hearts. So, Vince, you have a gambler score of 2, correct?
Proficiency plus.
It's half proficiency plus half of which one? You're not intending to cheat, correct?
I got a better cheating bonus.
You do. So you have to decide if you're going to try to cheat or if you're going to try to
Half
play.
rounded down or half rounded up?
It's half rounded down.
So wisdom would be 0.5.
So 1
Or
and
1, 'cause
So
3.
it'd be a +2.
So not cheating.
So not cheating for a +2. So you have a potential 8 of spades and a 4 of spades. So not a whole lot of help. Then we'll see the houses. Okay. Now the house currently has a pair of 2s. And they are only able to make a pair of 2s with queen high or king high. You are able to make a pair of kings. So, a good victory. You have a pair that beats their pair. So you walk away with 12 notes worth of money at the end of your gambling, as you are able to win, but it's not a substantial.
I'm not wrecking people.
Yeah, you're not wrecking people, but you're losing, but you're winning, but you're losing, but you're winning type thing. Okay.
Winnings in gold.
Yes. So everything. Well, it's in chips, and then you can
Cash
trade
in for
it. Then
gold.
you can cash it in. Well, when you cash in, they do cash in for gold.
Good.
Gold and silver type things.
Yeah, there's a pile of random money.
But that is that. Now you could have spent a red chip, which is pricey,
third card.
for a third card.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
I think there's applications to
Oh, yeah.
other things.
So, thing is, for the knife throwing is a simple 3 sets of die rolls between us. Okay. So you're gonna take your dexterity plus your proficiency, and you're gonna roll a d20.
Wouldn't it just be oh, it's a dex-based weapon, isn't it?
So it's proficiency plus dexterity.
Just go to 3 count.
Proficiency plus dexterity, so +3.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14 off the first one.
14. His hits right around the outer edge. You get yours maybe 2 inches closer on the outer ring at the center chest. Not a bad pair of throws. Yours is markedly better as he lets that fly. He sees yours and just kind of, oh. So you're not citizen. So you are. You do have a little bit of talent. I do have a bit of a reputation to maintain, so please forgive me. And he, with his next throw, he lines up with his right hand. Go ahead and make your next throw.
No, fuck!
He's
No!
not left-handed.
Do I get any do I have any chips?
You spent your chips.
You spent your chips to
spent
For
your chips.
stupid shit.
You spent your chips
for
when
that.
you
That
were
worked
another
out
person.
Very well. That worked
Yes.
out super well for you.
Hey, Paul, you owe me!
I'm just
Boy.
saying.
You're using the house daggers, and this one, it hits, and right as it hits, it kind of bounces out, and the back half of it literally falls off the blade. So it's just the blade, and the handle is on the floor. The blade then kind of and falls out. Sorry, my friend, that is not a good throw. His throw is markedly better. Still seems like he may be rusty with the right, but his is about 2 inches off of center. So his is right on the outside of the inner ring. So markedly better. So last throw, you have to do very well in order to make up.
Hey, Paul! I'm just saying, you threw
Okay.
you used your chips when you were a person that you denied the existence of.
Go ahead.
Nope.
8.
This guy-
I used the chips when I was fucking older.
Yeah, this guy is good. Like to your credit, you put up a much better fight than the previous guy did. Now, that is half of your chips currently gone. Would you like to try again?
Yes.
Okay, putting your other 5 chips on the line.
Yes.
Well, it's more like 50 chips. So put the other half of your chips on the line. Let's go ahead and make ourselves another set of throws. His first throw is dead on.
Fuck him.
He rolled a natural 20.
I got a 12.
Right? Yeesh.
Second throw.
You have no modifier to throw?
I have +1. If there was strength, I'd be fucking clapping cheeks.
Didn't I
Oh
say
my
I was a
God.
better thrower?
Yeah, you did.
You did. You said
strength
it.
with a
You
dagger.
said it.
No, daggers is dex only.
Dick, I don't know.
Yeah,
Ooh!
a hand axe is strength. What'd you roll?
22?
Yeah, I guess it is reversed for
You-
weapons, isn't it?
You throw and you hit fairly close to his. Oh, that's on center. He stands at me. He throws and his dagger hits the back end of the first dagger that he threw and bounces off. And you just see him just
Yeah. Now we're even.
roll a natural 1 on the second throw.
Yeah.
So,
He rolled a
it is-
natural one.
so at this point it is an even game. So last throw.
Oh,
Fuck me!
sounds
That was my last throw.
What do you roll?
nat 20.
I rolled a natural 20.
21, 20.
A1 and with 3 different dice. 3 different dice.
I got another free die. If none of you have seen this, every time Nick gets pissed at
as
dice,
a-
I get new dice.
As a consolation
Shoot,
prize, as you spend some time doing this isn't like a 15-minute game. Each one of these is about an hour-long game that you're playing with them, okay? He buys you a round of drinks and invites you to sit with him around a table and have a meal.
Oh.
As apparently you're the best competition he's had in the last week that he's been here.
Date night.
I would like the 2 of you to make perception checks.
Fuck.
Did I catch any of that?
Perception check.
If only I could just use my strength to just.
Disadvantage because you're really focused on the game.
Oh, if I'm still playing, I don't care.
Yeah, this is happening simultaneously.
So if I was throwing a fucking longsword.
20.
The 2 of you
We're in sync.
recognize Wayne Lightfingers.
Bye.
Kind of.
You do not recognize this man, though if you were Darius still, you would. He sits down and begins having a chat with you if you're willing.
Light
What was his
fingers?
name again?
Yeah, sure.
Wayne Lightfingers. At least that's what he called himself.
Wayne!
My fellow gentlemen, my name is Wayne. I am actually not a knife thrower by trade. I'm a bit of an illusionist, as it were. What pray tell brings you to these parts? What do you for a living?
Well, it'd be rude of me not to introduce myself as well. I'm Ulrich von Altenham.
Almost did it. Almost did it.
You almost did it.
He shakes your hand, and while you're talking, he pulls out a deck of cards, and not looking at them, he's doing all sorts of different card tricks, different card fans. He just seems like he practices his dexterity a lot. And he, so what brings you around to Hamanu? I myself was working in Brownwater relatively recently, and till a bunch of ruffians shot up the inn I was currently working at, and decided a breath of fresh air may be nice.
Well, not even gonna lie. The place I was staying at, I got shot in the head. Brownwater's not exactly safe. Nowhere's really safe.
Oh, not in these parts.
Somehow I'm still alive, but they came in and beat the crap out of the woman that was taking care of me, and they fled here. So
So you're here for a bit of vengeance.
A little bit. You're an illusionist by trade, not a knife thrower. I'm more of a lay on hands type of person.
I
It's
understand.
true. Okay, forgive me.
If I was throwing a long sword, I would have beaten you.
Well, let's not go that far. But let's. Who? I mean, if you're coming here, obviously you're looking for someone in particular. Anyone I would know.
I don't really know their names. I just know that's a gang that runs around that apparently likes to hide up in here.
Oh, look, a few of those in these parts. From what I understand, Hamanu has changed quite a bit over the last couple of years, especially over the last 6 months.
Do I remember the I don't remember the name off the top of my head, David.
You were present for the conversation a little bit, right?
I eavesdropped.
You eavesdropped. You probably would have heard the name, Kylan.
Keelan.
His name is Kiln? Kylan?
Sorry, I wish I could help you. Name doesn't ring a bell.
I mean,
But to be fair, I'm new in these parts. I mean,
we both are.
I've been here for maybe better part of a week at this point, but I don't know. It's already running a little thin. To be fair, I was making quite a bit more in Brownwater. People out there knew what entertainment was that wasn't watching another man die.
Well, also there was, if I recall, a silver rush there, so people have a little bit more money to throw at
Oh, I mean,
someone of
that's-
your talents.
I mean, that's hit here too, but the problem is just geography for Hamanu. Sadly, it's so far away from the mines compared to Brownwater, and frankly, the guilds run Brownwater, despite what the families or anyone else thinks. And well, the guilds, the money flows through them, and Hamanu just is on the river.
This is also in bumfuck nowhere.
True, it is.
I'm traveling with a group of people from Brownwater. They have some weird attachment to somebody else that looks like me, but you might know of there's a big old guy. He's actually gambling with me tonight, but he's at the cards. Big old guy named Gunnar, and then there's a very naughty child named Cheer. She's very dark skinned, very dirty.
Gray skin.
Yes, and she talks.
Oh, yes.
She has a speech impediment, which is normal for children her age.
She's here with you. And he starts looking around and
It's her. Mommy, look!
And yeah, it's like when you see him, is like when your eyes lock with his, and he just
Speech
Well,
impediment.
excuse me. I have to say hello to a fan, and he
Oh, feel
stands
free.
up and goes over the table and. Oh, ladies, it's good to see you again.
Hello!
My, what brings you out here?
Staff
Well,
and chopping.
I was talking to your friend there. Didn't recognize me a bit. I thought it was a little odd, but apparently.
It's the heating head.
Well, he's told me he was shot in the head, but I guess that wouldn't make anybody's memory a little fuzzy.
That's all they're getting.
What are you doing here?
Shopping. Chill with shopping. Fanny go
It's a
shopping.
long way to go to shop.
Good alchemist. Or a apothecary. Apothecary.
There's quite a very good one within Brownwater, I believe.
Yes.
I can't remember her name, but boy, does she stand out in the crowd.
Yes. Her.
Yeah. Oh, you've had a run-in? Well,
Yes.
then go to Big Rosy. May I have a seat?
Yes!
He sits down and
Maybe hold
of
on,
course,
we
as he
wave
sits
to
down, he
other
pulls
one.
out the cards and he starts playing with the cards again.
What's his what do you call it?
Always good to have friends
Arik!
around.
Arik!
Play?
Come.
What are you doing drinking beer, little lady? And he walks over, like stomps over and snatches it from her. You are too young to be drinking this. Shame on you. I'm going to scold your father.
Sir, she is older than you. She is of a gnomish variety. They are small people, but they are just like you and me, just tiny.
Were you also shot in the head? This is obviously a child. She talks like a child.
Oh, I know her quite well.
Yes.
She's a good friend of mine. Big fan.
Yes.
He puts the L next to a fan. Looks at her. We'll work on me believing that, because also children do like magic tricks, and card tricks. So,
Well, to be fair, anyone who likes real entertainment loves magic tricks.
It's the best. Really like me because it's best.
So while you guys are having a conversation with Wayne,
Yes.
I would like a perception check from you with disadvantage, please.
Ah, piss.
Dude, that one's good.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Oh no, that one wasn't good. The other one was good.
One good, one
Not so good.
not so good.
Not so good.
I didn't see shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's not a whole
Hey,
lot
look,
of talking
you're like
going on
my
in these
eyebrows.
tables, and most of the talking is the woman next to you is attempting to shamelessly flirt with anyone to distract him as much as she can. I mean,
They're not
it gets to
working.
the point where she's wearing a fairly nice dress. As the night begins to drag on, it's button after button after button after button, and you see her chips start rising a bit. She probably does a little better than you do, but most people are not falling for her shtick.
Yeah.
A couple of the other people at the table, though, are basically just pushing their chips in her direction. So it seems to work for her well, but there's not a whole lot of chatter going on. You will realize that each of the tables does have a dedicated dealer.
Okay. Tip the dealer gold when we get up.
She pushes a couple of gold his way too, and the one who takes the most is an older gentleman. He pushes 5 his way, and he thanks you, puts it in his pouch, and
Just for giggles, go over and throw 3 knives at the wall.
You want to roll it?
Oh, I'm so much better than
Right? Look at that. It's like boom, boom, boom.
23, 22, and 20.
Ouch.
You don't think you could have beat the Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely
Oh
better
no,
than him.
I could have beat Wayne.
No, definitely better than him.
does Ulrich see this?
Disadvantage.
I would have to say that he makes it very apparent, enough that you do get to see it.
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
You just see Ulrich.
Look what he's looking at. Gunnar! Like that.
Go sit down with Ulrich, pass him 3 gold.
Gianna's playing cards.
Where's your
Concentrating on
rest of
them
your
a little
money?
too intently.
Gunnar is Wayne like fingers.
So,
I'm
As
just
you
better at
all
punching
are-
people.
So as you all are spending the night, you guys
One
are having
cuts
yourselves a
into
bit
his
of fun. Kind of relaxing a bit. It seems like you still have that cloud hanging over your head, but it's nice to be able to catch up with someone you've known and pass the night a bit.
I mean, we should
And
get
it's
the room.
Leon, who you're the first one to kind of you catch a familiar scent on the air.
Bum, bum, bum.
Juniper berries.
As you kind of follow your nose, you look at standing at the bar is the amber-skinned woman. She still has very much that same kind of swashbuckler garb, still has that strange scimitar-looking blade at her hip, a 6-gun at the other. She's leaning on the bar having a conversation with the halfling bartender, who's smiling and having a good time with her. She seems to be laughing too. She's not really paying much attention to much. She looks around the room a bit, but doesn't seem perturbed by pretty much anything as she enjoys her drink at the bar.
Points her out to cheer.
What's Fian pointing at?
Yeah, what's Fian pointing at?
Everybody looks. Be discreet. Juniper bar. Kind of like.
Ulrich starts to get up.
Stand up
You
quick
did
enough
not.
to knock the chair over.
You did not get a good look. Didn't get any look. She stand up in the chair, falls over. You see a couple of people turn their head and look over in your direction.
Pick up the chair.
She is one of them.
Ah, shoot.
You know, she looks over, sees you, just keeps drinking her drinks and looking in your direction.
Go over to the bar.
As you approach, she kind of pushes the drink out in front of her, turns around and puts her elbows back on the bar, crosses her legs, and watches you approach.
I'll go with him.
Okay.
Looks like you got a new shirt.
I did. Ruined my last one.
Oh, poor you.
No hard feelings.
None here. So where's Kylan at?
Oh, well, at this time of night, you know him, he's not much for drinking.
Was he?
He spent most of his time in the wild with his wolf.
Oh.
You still got that pet wolf?
God, that old shaggy thing. Yeah?
Think me and him might need to have a talk.
That's what he was saying. Said, for better or worse, you'd be making your way to Hamanu. I'm just surprised it took you quite so long to get here.
Well, you did take the roundabout way.
Well, we did have something to do.
Now, does that count as slaving, selling people?
Not selling anybody. I've taken very sick people to get the help they need. Sorry, I don't trust much in the church. Now, look, this is crowded in here, and frankly, I kind of lost my thirst for drink. Turn around. Harden, I'll see you tomorrow night. All right, sweetheart. Yeah, you in trouble now? Nah, you know me. I'm always in trouble. Turn to you all. The two of you are standing there and like, well, I guess you want to be having a conversation. Well, come on.
Lead the way.
Come on and keep up. Enjoy the view. And she sachets in front of the two of you towards the door. Turns around, while waits for you guys expecting them.
I'm going.
We're just gonna follow because
She pushes open you guys. As you enter the very cold night air, you realize just how warm it was inside that place with its three fireplaces, burning bright. She makes her way out. Just the faint light from the actual burning lanterns that hang at the various corners of businesses and street corners is the only light to see by. As she makes her way throughout the street, you can hear her. Her boots are obviously made to be used on slick surfaces, so you can hear that click, 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 click as she's moving through. She kind of has a smile on her face, and she's like, as she goes through. All right, your first time in this city?
Inside?
Go ahead.
I mean, that is, well, that's all the 15.
And what are you trying to glean?
Demeanor.
And he said, how much?
Nah, see if she's hiding anything.
15?
15.
See if so. You're trying to see if there's any deception.
Alright.
Seems as if she was legitimately waiting. Doesn't seem as if she was lying about that. And if she's leading you into a trap, it's the absolute worst way. I mean, she's leading you through she's not leading you down any blind alleys or anything like that.
Right down the main street.
She's going down regular streets, and she seems to be heading towards the center-ish of Hamanu. You realize Hamanu is probably about 400 to 500 yards wide and maybe about half a mile long, all told. I mean, so it's fairly sizable, but I mean, the buildings are pretty spread out. You know,
Jericho.
The buildings are spread out, but they do have some height to them. I mean, when you guys go into Brownwater, most buildings are 2 to 3. Like the only 3-story building is like the tallest building in the place, and that's City Hall. Everything else is real short. This city is, it's built up.
They can't go out, so they go
up. Yeah. As
Not talking.
she's walking down. As she's walking down, she turns back and looks at you. Sees the rest of you following.
No, I catch up.
For sake of ease, we'll say the whole group, sees this happen and is heading out for this. She kind of looks back at you and Callahan told me about you. Said your name was Greenson. All sorts of stories about you and him in the war.
Not exactly a name many living people use anyway.
Well, I don't know. I think it suits you. I mean, he's right. Those are some brilliant green eyes.
Who
Well,
can
me?
cure daydreaming?
Don't know, but that's what we were told. So, just doing what was told. I'm sure you all know. Just know that. I mean, we've heard some stories about you. Working for Creels, working for the sheriff. I mean, you know how it goes. The same way.
Gold's gold.
Sorry, should. Get you guys.
That is way too jovial.
That is.
Right for the street.
Yeah.
Were you one of the ones that put the hands on the old lady?
No, sir, that wouldn't be me. Do I look like someone who put hands on an old lady?
You'd be surprised at what different people would do.
Yes, I would. Especially people like you. I'm glad you're awake. Just remember, you didn't slit your throat in your sleep. That's got to count for something.
I didn't cut your head off.
Well,
Sounds about even.
He's the
well, you see,
one.
because you can try to cut my head off. I mean, it's a whole different thing when it's a sleeping man there and I'm holding a blade and I don't kill him. It's a whole different thing.
He's the one I was that you're talking to over where your people are. Do you want to finish conversation?
I have no idea what you're saying, little one. So why don't we just keep walking?
You almost puke on him.
And she keeps walking. She makes her way through the streets. It's about a 10-minute walk away from the welcome
Do
bench.
anything.
And she starts making a beeline. As she comes beyond a thoroughfare, you can see there's a row of, fairly sizable buildings. This looks more like a residential area for the most part. She begins making her way a beeline to the only single-story structure that you guys have seen within this place. And it is what appears to be a terracotta building of a single story. You can see that bits of the terracotta are broken away. It is a stone building with a terracotta facade on the outside of it. As she approaches, she comes up to the double doors, pulls a key out of her pocket, unlocks the door, and opens it, and steps aside. She goes, well, come on now. You want to have a conversation?
You don't care to step through that door first?
Sure. And she walks right in.
Walk in behind her.
Behind
Just
Gunnar.
She's in a few feet in front of you guys, just kind of like, she's got her hands on her hips and she's tapping her foot like, all right, come on in. Like, look, if we wanted to attack y'all when you guys got here, we would have had the brute throw you off the damn ramp when you first came up. Come on now. And you guys, she
Follow.
Do you
closes
see
the door
anything in
behind
the
you.
door?
When you guys walk in, this is a sparsely adorned building. You guys can see a closed door almost immediately to your left and a pair of closed doors at pretty even intervals on your right side.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're standing now, right in front of you is a round table that sits on a rug. There's some tables that are pushed under and other tables that are actually put on top of it. There's a bit of light that appears to be coming from probably a brazier from around the corner, and there's one to your right that are both lit. Straight ahead of you, beyond the table, along the far wall, you can see a wall of bookshelves that continues out of sight to your left. All right, well, go on around. He's going to be in his usual spot.
Where'd that be?
Right around the corner. I'm going to get me a drink. And she walks to the table. She pulls off one of the chairs, sets it down, then goes, gets herself a mug of something and sits down at the table, puts her feet up, and just starts watching.
Walk around the corner.
I'll follow.
As you guys walk around the corner, you see...
Gunnar will pull the left side of his jacket back.
You guys can see there's
Never seen him pull the left
a
side.
very, very nice looking, very comfortable plushy chair with a familiar to you figure sitting in it. He has his legs, his left leg up on his foot up on his knee. He's got his legs crossed. He's got a fairly sizable book in his lap that he's currently looking down at. And next to him is, if this thing is a wolf, oh my God, this is the biggest wolf you've ever seen. The guy is sitting down, and you can see its back is almost chest level with him as he sits, and you can see it rising and falling. And you see it suddenly, it opens up one eye, looks over, kind of slowly stands up, and just walks right up to you and just buries the top of its head right into your midsection and just starts.
I'm assuming this wolf is bigger than I am.
Scratch its ears.
Oh, the wolf is bigger than Fionn. It's bigger than Ulrich.
It just headbutt Gunnar in the chest.
Yeah, it's big.
He's like holding on
Fion's
to your
reaching
arm.
down
Like,
And you start petting it.
Yeah.
It's still just you start petting him,
Yeah, scratch its ears.
and you hear a familiar voice that from long ago. Well, of course he'd still remember you.
Thought you were dead.
Well, I thought he was dead. You can see it looks like this wolf's been through it. It was not a one-eyed wolf before when you saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not old. I mean, now it's old and gray. You can see white streaking its fur, the way it moves. This thing is probably still deadly just from its sheer size of it,
Yeah.
but it is not the wolf you remember. I mean, you remember this thing chasing you guys when you're on horseback, and I mean, outrunning you guys and running circles around you. I mean, this thing was great, but it's always by his side.
Yeah.
Always by his side. As he sits there, and he just kind of watches the scene, and after a moment, it just starts licking your hands, and I mean, it's slobbery mess. Then when you go to sit down, it turns to you and just barrels you down to the floor as you're like laying down and petting it. It just starts, and I mean, just slobbering all over your face and your chest. Your poncho is sticky by the time it's done, and it just gets up, kind of shambles back over, does a couple of circles, and then with a very old man, lays back down, puts its jaws back onto its front paws, and just closes its one eye and just
Water. Yeah.
oh God. Yeah. It still leaves a sticky film, but you get yourself mostly clean. There's not enough seats for all of you. As he sees that, he lets out a whistle that I can't do, and one of the doors opens. The one, if you walked in, the far one on the side wall opens up, and a very large minotaur kind of comes through and didn't realize there are going to be so many. We need some more seats. Your legs broke? No, but him, damn dog. He goes and he grabs a couple of chairs and he sets them up, kind of eyeing each of you, and turns
Just
to
sitting cross-legged on the floor.
turns to Kaylin. You good? Yeah, I'm good. I'll be
It's
fine.
story time.
Well, if you hear gunshots, come a running. Haha, funny. And he saunters away. Well, Green Sun, long time no see.
Few years. You want to fill some things in for me?
Well, what do you remember?
Them dumping your unconscious ass in a wagon before they shot me.
Sounds about right. They told me they killed you.
They tried.
No. I know they killed Olin.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they killed Lucen too.
Yeah.
Well,
You tried to stick up for her.
yeah, he would. He would. Well, long story short, Olin wasn't happy. She was tired of Warren. It's her idea to steal that, make a big show of it. Even got Scorbad involved. Despite the bad blood, she trusted him, ex-lieutenant and all. Well, apparently he had other ideas, and he put a bullet between her eyes. She, of course, had told me, but she didn't think you or your brother would understand. So she left you out of the loop until everything was said and done. I'm sorry it worked out that way. It wasn't supposed to be. It's supposed to be a big show. They get away, and later on, Olan and the rest of us would make our way away from camp and meet up with Scorbad and sell the rest of it. Well, when I saw them approach, I thought, all right, well, things are gonna go as planned. Till they shot my fucking dog. And he leans over and he ruffles his fur. Tougher than he looks, though. Well, of course, I didn't really like that. Killed 2 of the men. And they beat me up something fierce for that. Last thing I remember, woke up a few days later, broken and beat. Killed a couple more. Made my way away from them. Go find Wolf.
Why did they kill you?
God, useful. Thought they could convince me that it was the right way to go. Scorbad talked to me a couple of times while I was laid up. And well, the way he told it, he had a buyer lined up that'd be us twice as much than what Olan had. To me, still wasn't worth shooting her over. But I care more about him than anything else. So I ain't got no love for him or any of his men. If he was sitting across from me right now, I'd put a bullet in him.
Wouldn't thank you for it.
Wouldn't need to.
Something I'm gonna do.
Well, when you see him, put an extra one on for me.
I'll empty the whole gun into him.
Good. I see you're carrying his, so I guess it's true.
As far as I know.
I understand you being cross with me. I get it. You got no reason to believe anything I just told you.
Didn't shoot you, did I?
Well,
Not in the church, not here.
well. Well, where do we go from here?
You ain't lied to me yet. Find out you're lying, I come back. We'll have words.
You know me. My tongue ain't false.
You give me a list of names, I'll take care of them.
Look, only one I know about. I know Caller. I know Caller did something. I know he was involved in that business, that mess. I know he's a big muckety-muck now. Apparently owns a business in the wheel.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, apparently.
Where at?
Ship's running people. Don't rightly know. I think he's still running out of high mist at this point.
Poffrey?
I haven't heard hide nor hair, him nor Scorbad. Scorbad's the one that if he was here, if he was in Tethys, I'd take a trip to see him.
Have to beat me there.
It'd be a race. Though I think you got more of a claim to him than I do.
Appreciate it.
So what? Well, I mean, besides notes and gambling, what the hell brings you out of here?
Looking for him.
Got
out of Southgate a little bit ahead of a reputation.
Well, that's probably for the best then. Honestly, I think Skirbod I think Skirbod made his way up north. He always talked about having family in Meleonis. So I think he would have headed back that way. I mean, once you got money, Menace don't care no more. They'll take you in. Trader or not. Money means everything up there.
Yeah, Menace trash have it the way they want.
Yes, they do. That's why we rode them out of here.
Fair enough.
Free city, my man. Though, not as free as it should be, but, you know.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we ran the families out. But we didn't want to completely get rid of them, you understand? Family comes with power, family comes with name. Well, man came up, decided that he knew best. And he's making a bit of a name for himself in these parts and beyond. Matter of fact, I think he stepped in
right where the firebrands stepped out. Well, considering he put an arrow in the chest of the last one, right in the center of town, in front of all the sea.
How about you tell me where Lara Hall is and I'll take care of that sumbitch.
Well, you going after Lara Hall? Well,
That's the man you're talking about, right?
Well, that would be him. But you're going after Lara Hall. You got a battle ahead of you. And I'd suggest you not try to take him here. You're gonna find a lot of people on his side in these parts. From what I understand, he's been working with the fur goods.
Yeah.
We don't have a whole lot of love for them out here, but he apparently has quite an in with them. Matter of fact, the whole reason we went down to Brownwater to take those daydreamers, I heard a contract being floated to him from the fur goods to abscond with the daydreamers, and well, we like to shake it up. You know, thumb our nose at him a bit. Didn't realize we were going to be causing some trouble for you, but hey.
Job's a job, no hard feelings.
Well, we didn't do it for the money. We did it because, well, our house getting a bit big for his britches out here.
Pissed on him. It's good by me.
Oh, yes, sir.
So where you suggest I find him then, if Hamanu ain't the place?
He makes himself frequent trips down to Brownwater. He's a slippery sort. Arkin, I believe. Powerful one at that.
Insight check for all that's been spoken so far.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's all of a 10.
10? Feels like it's on the up and up. The way he talks to him like he's an old friend, but at the same time he also talks to him almost like it's someone that you owe money to 20 years ago, you know, type of thing. You know, it's
You're not sure which way it's going to go.
Exactly. You can see that familiarity on both their sides, but it constantly meanders into parts unknown.
Mm-hmm.
So why the fuck did y'all beat up that old lady?
Look, I regret that, but I can tell you, she got a mean right across. All we wanted was the people. She did her duty. I understand. She tried to protect them. I get it, but we had a job to do. No hard feelings. I already made myself a donation to the church.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
Let's save this note real quick. Because I'm actually taking notes.
Oh my God, Nick is taking notes. What happened?
Oh, I have a phone now that lets me take it.
I accidentally took my notes backwards, so I had to rip out a page and turn it around.
I'd say 15.
15? He doesn't seem like he's lying about it. He seems like he's pretty much speaking the bold truth, from what you can tell. I mean, he's sitting here. He's got a book in his lap. He's not reaching for a weapon. He seems completely open and amiable.
Which one did you actually hit her?
That'd be the big buy.
The Minotaur?
Yes, sir.
I think the boy here wants to fight your cow.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you want to get into a game of fisticuffs, well, we could make it a little interesting.
I don't gamble on fights.
I do.
Well, you want to be the one gambling. Everybody else around. But if you want to wet your beak, you want to get your lick of revenge, and then, well, why can't everyone else profit from it?
Ulrich, might be best to
You're
not do
Hamanu?
this.
Hell no, let him fight.
We may not be as civilized. We don't do menace duel or anything like that, but there is one thing that we do like. It's a good old fist fight.
That's what I'm all about.
Well, then you want to step into the ring with him. He's a 3-time champion.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about that.
Wow.
You shouldn't have hit the old lady.
Well then, this is a prime opportunity for you, my friend.
Door opens up again, comes out. What? Points at you. This man here wants to challenge you. Steps up, turns, looks at you. I got pieces of corn in my shit bigger than you.
That's all
Can't
fancy talking
believe
stuff, but you shouldn't have hit the old lady, so as they say in the bars, square the fuck up.
Oh, we ain't doing this here. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it where glory is had. You want to step into my world? Step in by my rules. I think tomorrow night's a good time. What do you say?
Sounds fine by me.
All right.
Wait a minute. Kylan, I kind of need that albino fuck. Tell Bill not to break no bones.
Oh, Bill don't kill. No, sir. I am not the violent sort. I may have to slap people around a bit, but I never killed no one. Never. And he looks hard at you when he says that.
Is Key Lime the one that I was talking to?
Kaylin is the one sitting with next to the dog.
No, the one that was.
Yes, you recognize the voice.
Wait!
Yeah, I'm sorry about
Key
that.
Lime is one kid was talking to.
She throw up on you?
Almost!
She tried to make him play it like vomiting to pull a weapon.
Jerry really
yeah,
had to
no.
vomit.
Well, let's just say, I don't know how you haven't shot her yet. I mean, you definitely are not the Gunnar I remember, because you would have put a bullet in that one a long time ago.
What? She's useful.
Well, I get that, but she's not useful to the eardrums. I'll tell you
Gunnar says Jill very smart.
I mean,
Well, I feel some tension is drained out of this room. I mean, besides your friend here staring daggers at mine, how about we have ourselves a bit of a drink? Celebrate reunions.
I have two friends that aren't dead. Fair enough.
He grabs a bottle of wine and pours out some wooden cups and passes them around. Oh, no. We make some money here. We do some good work. We get a few odd jobs now and again. We own this place.
As long as you ain't lying to me, I don't mind helping you out.
Well,
Fair price, of course.
I'm saying Hamanu's not a bad place for you all to hang your hat if you're looking to do something, do some work, real work. I mean,
First,
Brownwater's nice and all, but
first we need.
free city.
First we need.
I'll take it under consideration. I tend to go my own way.
Well, that's
That old
something.
trusting thing kind of died with the
Invented a
captain.
nickname for the cowman.
Well, I can
Kill me!
I can appreciate that. And still feel her loss to this day. She was like a mother to me. She was like that to you too. Not to be a ungracious host, but y'all can go ahead and leave. I'm much appreciated. It is late, and I didn't know what time you all would arrive within town.
Fair enough. Sorry I stabbed your girl.
Yeah, no hard feelings. This is just a job, right? Oh no, honey, no hard feelings.
So where's the woman abuser here make his glory?
Well, in the ring, of course.
How about you send somebody to fetch us tomorrow? We'll be at the inn.
Oh, and the Welcome Wench has got lots of rooms, lots of space. Plenty of place for it. Though, it's true you all have had a run-in with Larhal before?
Mm.
He
Yes.
looks over at Caliph.
Yeah.
Caliph ran his mouth. I killed one of his men.
I'd suggest you all watch yourselves when you're walking around Hamanu.
Somebody wants to step out in the street, you know what that ends up at.
Well, yeah, but trust me, they know the streets better than you. And well, all it takes is one knife in the dark.
Good thing I got a quarter stack to watch my back while I sleep.
Mm. And in front of Ulrich just gets the wine.
Like it's spilling on
Dirt weasel may be noisy.
He just gives you the look of, you're gonna get scolded.
She just goes like,
with her jacket and then. Very good one. Thank you, Keelan.
The Minotaur takes a few steps towards you. In the skull pit, we do our fighting there. Take whatever weapons you want in. I'll take whatever weapons I want in. We'll have it out. Nice and fair like. I won't hurt you too bad.
How about we do it the Ferris way? No weapons.
Your funeral. He picks up his huge ham hocks and just you can hear every bone in his hand popping.
Oh, that's cute.
You just see Or just shrugging and just cracking his neck. It's like,
You two done pissing on each other? I'm gonna go get drunk.
Think they're flirting.
Come on, Dirt
You
Weasel.
distinctly remember that he was carrying no weapon on him.
I know.
All right then. I look forward to someone that can hopefully last more than a few seconds. It's been a couple years.
And he turns around and he walks into his room.
They're going to date like funny did
Caitlin
with
turns
what?
you, looks at you and goes,
No.
Oh.
you a bet man? They'll have your friend's odds up probably 10 to 1.
Against that, odds better be higher.
I don't think, I'd still bet on the Minotaur.
Well,
No offense. But I've seen him fight 3 men like you at the same time. And it wasn't pretty.
you haven't
Call us.
seen him fight any men like me.
Hey,
Are you gonna dab out now?
Like no, the nice guy mode is gone. Like he's pissed.
No, you gotta dab out now, bud.
He actually openly laughs at that for the first time.
Dab it.
And
Darius
Well,
versus Bullman Bill.
I am looking
Cowman.
forward to it. Looking
Bullman
forward
Bill.
to it. Don't get yourselves killed until then.
try not to put too many bodies on the street of your fair city.
No. People work out their own problems here. It's a great thing about it. Besides, just check them over the wall, man. It's a long way down.
Splat.
Yeah, long way down. All right.
Oh, you're just as much of an asshole as I remember. I'll see you later.
Boom. And then as soon as he does, the wolf comes. Boom. The wolf slowly gets up and starts sauntering over and sits next to the double doors as he stands up and shakes her hand for the first time in years.
Yeah.
Then, all right, well, leads you all to the door and
Keelan.
looks at you one more time before you say anything. Goes, real shitty the way things went.
Yeah.
Prefer the war over that shit.
That's why I stuck around for a while.
Well, it's good to see you. And it is, legitimately. It's good to see you now. Well, yeah, fuck. I ain't no good with words. He opens up the door.
Keelan, would you like to have conversation about the empty people?
Nope. Okay. Job's a job.
Go on, Dirt Weasel.
Or storms
Khaled,
out,
fuck
like,
you
out
too.
the whole building.
Fuck you too.
Ulrich like stomps out of like the whole building. You know, he's just like
Like a child.
Okay.
he's just like ready at this point.
And you're fired up.
Yeah.
As you make your way out, you see him. He kind of watches as you all go. Fionn. The night air is crisp. It's brisk. And the wind is slowly making its way towards you, ever so slightly. Just a soft wind. And on it carries notes of gun oil and sweat.
That doesn't sound familiar. Honestly, it smells like Gunnar.
It smells like bad guys.
Well, beyond that.
I
Fair enough.
guess you're gonna warn a person.
Ambush.
You just turn and very casually say ambush.
Quietly. Ambush.
You see at that, and kind of looks around and up and you see him instinctively move as you see a bullet thump into the wooden door that he is holding open inches from his head. Well, shit on me! And he slams the door closed, leaving you all standing in the street with gunfire beginning to erupt.
Keelan, you're still an asshole.
And sadly, we're going to go ahead and call it there for 2 weeks.
Oh, I hate you so much.
I was hoping to be able to get us to a really, really devastatingly good cliffhanger for that. I wish we could have gotten to some combat tonight. I would like to see that, but it's already after 11, and some of us, like me, got to work in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and call
I
it
gotta be
here.
at work at around 7 to 7:30.
Same. I'll drink 4 gallons of coffee. Let's do this.
Let's do this shit.
But guys, thank you so much for joining us. We've had such a great response to our push to become affiliates with Twitch. We'd love you. Please spread the word. Get your friends and family to do it. We don't want anybody making a second account. We want legitimate people following us on Twitch that want to enjoy the content, that want to see it, and will have fun with what we're doing, that can interact with us in the chats and things like that. That's what we want.
Don't listen to him, he's crazy. Bot the hell up.
So please don't bot us up. Please don't do that. But definitely get your friends and family involved. Help us out. If we can hit that goal, then we can start having subscribers, we can get super chats in, and we can just start interacting with you guys more. We are actually going to be having some t-shirts soon. We're going to get some extras. So what we'll do is we'll start giving them out to the people that we aren't related to in Twitch chats at various times. Okay, so we need to hit a minimum of 50 followers before we start doing that stuff. So once we get to that point, then we will start passing out maybe a free poster, maybe a free t-shirt every once in a while. We'll start doing that stuff. So with that, we gotta hit affiliate. We gotta be affiliates before we can have that happen. Okay, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We have going on in the chat for a change, so that is great. Absolutely, thank you very much, everybody. Love you all. Remember all the events happening at Military Gamer Supply, the Infinity League that's starting up. Remember everything that's going on with Game Vault. They're also having a Pokemon thing for Sword and Shield. MGS is having a Pokemon thing for Sword and Shield, so this is a great time if you're a Pokemon fan to get involved with other people, trade and do all that good stuff. Thank you, David's Towels and Terrain. I did have 2 different combats set up for today, but we just didn't get to that point. But that's okay, because we're having one this time.
We're more interested in roleplay, people.
So,
Hey, I need some combat here.
yeah, so in a couple of weeks, you guys will get to see what I had up. I will actually take pictures of the area that you guys are in, and we'll post them up on our Instagram. So follow us on our Instagram so you can see the pictures of what's coming up in 2 weeks.
You could put it out now.
I do it,
Or
but I've
Dice
already done
N Dudes.
extra.
These days,
So,
dude,
yeah,
double check it.
I've already done it. So it's Dice N Dudes, Dice, the letter N, Dudes on Instagram. Thank you all very much for joining us. Remember, if you watch us, then you are my dudes, and everyone who plays with us is dudes to us. Doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman. Doesn't matter who you watch.
Tree.
If you watch us, you're dudes to us, and we love our dudes.
Weird cat.
Remember, keep rolling dice. Good night, my dudes.